Okay, people, we are officially live. What is up, Storm Chasers? You guys already know how I do. Every time I come on here, I pretty much have a new name at this point, all right? So I decided, since we're talking about some court stuff, why not go ahead and, just call myself Storm Matlock today. Now, I'm not breaking down the case. I'm not trying to give you what everybody else then gave you 50 million thousand times. Y'all been asking me to cover this. Y'all been asking me to talk about it. And I just wanted to see how things would kind of play out before I spoke on it. You can call it what you want, but I wanted to see how shit played out first. That was just me. It was what it was. And so today, all right, we get the news, we get the verdict that Tasha K lost in her lawsuit against Cardi B. Damages are currently at 1.25 million. Yeah. The link to actually talk is in the chat. Now, like I said, 1.25 million. That's why I named this video, this live, the $1.25 million mistake. Because it just goes to show how one thing that come out of your mouth, one decision that you make can really cost. But when you are the boss, you do have to pay the cost. That is just how it is. That is how it is. Now, for a lot of people that don't understand how this business works, Tasha K is not the first blogger, entertainment reporter to be sued, and she will not be the last. National Inquirer gets sued all the time. People Magazine, them get sued all the time. And a lot of times the lawsuits go nowhere. A lot of times that shit ain't worth the piece of paper that it was drafted upon. But then sometimes you have to take some stuff down. Like that happened with the National Enquirer and Prince Harry and Meghan. They said something, they printed something about their kid, and that shit they got majorly sued. And I think some against Charlie Sheen. Anyway, I say all that to say, yes, we do have free speech when we get on these platforms, but you cannot defame people. You cannot you can lie on people, but if you know it's a lie when you tell it, that's when you getting into issues. Okay, so let's just lay it all out on the table. Okay, let's just lay it out all on the table. No matter how you may feel about either party, you may feel one way about Cardi, you may feel one way about Tasha. You can still love and support them both, despite how this case may have played out. I don't like the whole thing of, oh, you can only like one, but you can't like the other. Like, no, like both, support both. Okay, number one. Number two, I've been seeing a whole lot of y'all act self-righteous in the comments. TK is not a magazine, but KB Studios is an entity. But just hear me out. I've been seeing a lot of people act self-righteous as if y'all wasn't enjoying the mess right there with all of us. I'm just saying. So let's not act like we didn't enjoy the mess either. We as a society, we are also highly hypocritical because we say we don't want drama, yet reality shows are like the #1 shows in the country. The mess on YouTube, the messiness on YouTube is what gets the views. You see what I'm saying? So we can't act like we don't like it either. We can't act like we don't feed the beast as well, because we do. Because even though Tasha K is the one that got to pay that money out, just best believe whenever you watch something, that energy, you took it in too. We all took it in. We all participated in it. I just want to let you know. This has literally felt like a soap opera for the last 3 years. And at least now we've come to some kind of conclusion. Now, from what I was understanding, is that those damages that have been awarded, right? That's just the attorney fees and medical expenses. Punitive damages, they decide that tomorrow, or they start to decide it tomorrow. But it sounds like they're going to be wrapping this shit up pretty soon. So it ain't over yet. I can't even tell you what punitive damages are going to be. I don't even understand how they're going to begin to calculate that. All that's up in the air. But I know a lot of y'all expecting me to come on here and drag and roast. But why? Why do that when I do the very same thing for a living? I don't expose necessarily, but y'all know I got a slick mouth too. I'm not finna laugh at that shit. Y'all see the shit I say about them Kardashians? I'm just saying. Yeah, them Chloe roasts that y'all love. I'm not finna sit up here and act like Nah, it ain't about me lying. But it ain't like I don't say no messed up shit. I'm gonna call it down the middle. It ain't like I don't say no messed up shit. Okay? So with that being said, all right, a lot of people are asking, is Cardi B gonna have the YouTube channel taken down? Is Cardi B gonna do this? Is Cardi B gonna do that? Listen, we don't know. All of this is just speculation at this point. I hope not. I would never want anybody to lose their platform. No matter what we going through, that all that shit petty. I would never want anybody to lose their platform. That is literally how they eat. But we do also have to keep in mind that anything is possible. How many times has Tommy Sotomayor been deleted off the platform for less? How many times Alex Jones, I think they deleted that fool from the internet. If Donald Trump can be banned from Twitter, I'm just saying anything is possible, but we hope not. But I'm gonna end my monologue with this. Unfortunately, Tasha didn't have a chance in this case. She didn't have a chance. She didn't have a chance. She had a chance, but she didn't really have a chance, right? And you might say, Storm, what are you talking about? She got money for attorneys and this and that, and she fought it to the end. All that's true. But you always have to understand who you're going up against. Are you reading in between the lines? You always have to know who you're going up against. Because this ain't the old days when you can just roll up and fight a motherfucker and then it's over. Even then, you still got to know, because you got some hoes that bring knives and guns to a fist fight. And then you got some that bring their fat ass sister to put her foot on your neck. I'm just saying. But you got to understand spiritually who you're going up against. And some people, their spirits are so strong. Their ancestral lineage is so strong. I would never go up against it. I just wouldn't. Y'all laughing, but that shit is real. You going up against somebody more than likely with a conglomerate of brujas on her side. You think you finna win? It's a reason why people don't like to go up against the Kardashians in court. It's a reason why. It's a reason why. All right. So that is my monologue. It is time for you guys to sound off. Ground rules before you come up here. You don't have to show your face. I'm not tripping off of that. Make sure you're not watching me like on a separate device in the background. I'll give you a few seconds to get it together. Make sure your sound is good. Leave your comments at about 1 to 2 minutes, unless, you know, if it's really a good comment, I'll let you go on. But when I cut you off, Listen, she admitted to lying for views. Wait a minute. Let me address this comment real quick. I ain't laughing. You don't know how many brewhouses are working on her behalf. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. She got on the stand admitted she lied for views and clicks. Listen. I'm understanding what she admitted to. I understand. Just know she ain't the only one to do it. A lot of times y'all forget because you like your reality stars personally. We really become family, right? Some of y'all go to sleep to my voice. I don't see how I get tired of my own damn voice, but good luck to you. This shit is entertainment. So it's a lot of people that will say a lot of things for a click and a view. She ain't the only one. I'm just saying. All right. So Hampton Murphy, your device is not connected, so I can't do nothing to help you. But Ellen is first up. Ellen, are you able to hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you loud and clear. What's on your mind tonight?
Okay, well, I've been paying attention to, some of these like lawyer, like I guess what they call LawTube or whatever, in terms of how they've been commenting on the case with Tasha and Cardi B.
Yes.
was watching Tasha, like initially when she was, you know, the whole Star Marie interview and when she was kind of making all the commentary around Cardi B. I think if Tasha had just simply stopped at the interview with Star Marie and left it at that, I don't think she would have ever been in this predicament, because it was really where Star Marie was the one who was kind of driving the accusations around what she had to say about Cardi B with whatever, you know, she was telling Tasha during that whole interview. But the issue was that with Tasha, she really kind of dug her heels deep. And she continued to keep kind of saying, and like, you know, follow-up shows and things like that on her channel, that, you know, herpes B, and like she was saying a whole bunch of other things, you know, to kind of drive home this point about, you know, her having an STD, and also kind of where you could say, yeah, it was becoming defamatory. So I am not a fan of Cardi B. I think she's trash, quite frankly. So I was actually kind of hoping, okay, that maybe Tasha did have some evidence where she really was like, hey, I really did believe that this girl had herpes. So I actually thought maybe that's why she really kind of had dug her heels in and was willing to go to trial for this and everything. But it does also appear that I think, unfortunately, Tasha, I don't know who was paying her legal bills, who her attorneys were, but that she just, the case, and in the fact that she even admitted, like on the stand, what she said, that just, they didn't like it was not good. So it was
I can tell you, I think it's mainly because she did not, oh damn, I gotta let me request for review already. YouTube like I think a lot of it too is Tasha just did not appear sympathetic.
Yeah.
And
likable. So
right. And then you got to keep in mind too, I believe the jury was like 90. I believe most of them was white, and it was like one black dude. I believe. I might be wrong, right?
Yeah.
But when you get to playing these videos and playing these clips, a lot of times white people don't get it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like they don't.
Absolutely.
They don't get it. Now, if she'd had a jury full of black folks, it would have been, well, bitch, she, you know, she's just roasting you. You know, not saying she still wasn't false, but I'm just imagining if my videos are played back in front of people. It's like,
yeah,
like if you don't get it, you don't get it. So I just, it was doomed. It was just doomed.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, no, and I agree with what you're saying. I do think she was doomed from being, because let's keep it real. Cardi B definitely is a global, like she's a star. So like she is in the industry, and she had an entire machine behind her to kind of prove her point, which is why I do think, you know, when Tasha's, you know, when the judge had basically was wanting to have both of them just to kind of settle the matter, or before it ever even got to trial, she should have really thought about that, because, you know, she definitely, you know, has now kind of financially taken a huge hit on this, and it could be even worse with the punitive damages, and also her reputation, because you actually went on the stand, you admitted that you knew that these were lies that you were putting out there. So that looks horrible, because even though Tasha, I think she is entertaining, I do think that she has clearly broken tons of like stories, you know, which has been great. But then at the same time, there was some recklessness with the whole Cardi B thing, and then some other people too, maybe as well. But so I get what you're talking about, that I don't think that if the jury had been, let's say, you know, black or whatever, maybe there would have been more of an understanding around, okay, no, this is this person being raw with whatever she's saying on the stand. But at the same time, you know, even in being raw, you can't just open your mouth to defame people anyhow. And the fact that she kept doing it and kept doing it and kept doing it, because they pulled up so many clips on her and were just kind of like playing it. And so I think that's where the jury was even kind of like, they turned on her, because it just came off as very malicious what she was doing.
Yeah, yeah, and probably came off as like, do you have a personal vendetta against her at this point? Because, you know, so yeah. But I want to thank you for coming on. Ooh, people trying to come in to speak. Thank you, Ellen. You have a good night, all right?
All right, you too. Bye.
Bye. All right, Michelle, can you hear me?
Hi, Storm. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. What is your comment on the case?
Well, wow, it's literally been like a soap opera, this whole thing. I completely agree with you, Storm. You know, behind a lot of these pop stars and these big celebrities, there are these big machines. Yes. And these are the people that run the industry. You know what I mean? It's like you cannot rage against the machine. And clearly there's
You can, but then you gotta be ready to be slayed.
Exactly. And let's be honest, Cardi's money is very long.
Yeah.
I don't know about Tasha's bag. I know she got a bag, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is and also with the jury, I understand, with us Black people, like our humor is different. So
Yes, it's different.
it's different.
And she is no different than the Howard Sterns, the Wendy Williams, and Wendy Williams got sued all the time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. Howard Stern was more just the roaster, not roaster. He was more just raw and just
He didn't care.
He was disrespectful. But when you
Yeah.
talk about like that investigative, I'm gonna find your baby dad and mama cousin.
Yeah.
Wendy went through the same thing, but the difference is when Wendy was getting sued, they wanted to whoop her ass. We in a whole new day now, and people just suing now.
And I feel like they wanted to make an example out of Tasha.
I think
and
so too.
Honestly, I think, with Tasha, it did kind of look like she was, she wanted to prove a point. I think her ego got in the way, Tasha's ego. Like, nah, you're not about to, like, we can go to the end, but are you ready to risk it all just to prove a point? And clearly it's not. I mean, would you have to just taken down the videos?
No, but see, I don't have no ego like that.
Yeah.
First off, I am not nearly as established as that, so I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do. Even when Ajna Sarah was talking about, "I'ma serve you," man. Let me take this video down. It ain't even that serious.
Yeah.
But they both have large egos, right?
Yeah.
And they, it's funny too. They both. I hate to say this, but it's almost as if they both was like, "Bitch, you ain't gonna punk me."
Exactly. And like when the ego is too big, you'll be like, okay, you know what? We can go all the way to court. Me personally, I'm way too cheap. I don't want to spend no money on you. I'll just take the videos down. And I feel like she should have done that and save herself all the headache and most importantly, all the money, because let's be honest, Cardi B, she can make that money back in her sleep. You know what I'm saying? What she spent on lawyer fees.
Now people got to understand this too about Tasha or anybody, period. Once you make some money, you can always figure out how to make it again.
Yeah.
This is a woman that I'm not taking up for nobody. I'm calling it down the middle. She admitted herself. She used to wash her ass in a tub in a tin outside in the yard with the collard greens. All right. So when you come from that to where she's at now, I'm not saying this verdict didn't hurt, but what I'm saying is when somebody has had nothing, they ain't afraid of that. Like they know what that's like, and they can pull themselves out of it. So I don't like the sentiment. I'm not saying you saying this, but I don't like what I'm hearing too. When people like, oh, she's over, she's done.
Oh no, she's not done. I feel like Tasha has a lot of potential. I watch her. She is very entertaining. I think she is definitely not done, and she has a long way. She's still like in the beginning stages of her career. But it's kind of like save yourself the headache. Like just, take the videos down. And Cardi apparently was crying, saying, this hurt her mental health. And, even her daughter with the picture, it became too much. And, them white people, the Wonder Bread, they don't understand our humor.
Wonder Bread don't understand our humor. Let me tell you something. Cardi B and her girls gonna pull your ass got up there and her taquitos, and she got the fry, and this is like, oh damn. And see, you also are dealing with I'm gonna say this before I let you go. You also are dealing with the level of colorism in this too.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
You got Tasha looking like the big bad wolf, and then you be looking like the light-skinned victim. It's just like,
and they was playing a lot of videos. And also I have one question for you, Storm. Now that this is transpired, are you scared? Are you going to change your content? Like, what do you feel like this is going to do for the YouTubers? Like,
I think it teaches everybody to be very careful of what you say. Make sure you ride that line. That whole allegedly shit, it don't mean nothing. So I'm glad to now know that. But yeah, you gotta watch what you say. But if they want you to take the video down, just take the video down.
Yeah, just proceed with caution.
It's just not worth it. But thank you,
Thank
Michelle.
you.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
Now, sorry, I didn't mean to cut y'all, baby. Listen, we got 2.9 thousand people watching and only 584 likes. I need them likes up. I need them likes up. Don't worry, I'll wait. I got time. I need them likes up. While I'm waiting for these likes to go up, I saw a comment that said, I feel like YouTube is going to be changing. Yeah, YouTube has already been changing. YouTube has already been changing because YouTube wants to be just as professional as, as television, right? So that's why the creators with the nice cameras, the 4K, the great production, that's why those videos get pushed. It is truly a machine. All right. YouTube wants to keep its advertisers. So that's why you can't cuss and go off the way that you used to. Thank you, Queen Ash Bash. Y'all gonna hit that like button. That's why you can't cuss the way you used to. YouTube 2014 to 2018, you could do what you want to do. YouTube now, you can't do that if you want your monetization, baby. It ain't gonna work. All right, them likes at 1,000. Keep hitting them likes. Keep hitting them likes. Well, we had 1,000 likes at least, so that's good enough for now. We'll keep it moving. Thank you, Ash Bash, for that. TB, you up? What's on your mind tonight?
Hi, Storm. How are you?
I am good. How you doing?
Okay, thanks. So, I don't know. I feel like this whole situation is just crazy. I'm not a Cardi B fan at all. However, I'm kind of happy she won, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the fact that she won at the same time. It's kind of like 50-50. And the reason why is not because I like Tasha, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like her commentary, but I feel as though it's like it's gonna backfire on a lot of bloggers. That's why I was sad that Tasha lost, because I'm just like, it's going to be bad for a lot of other YouTubers too. So just to kind of piggyback off of what the previous caller, was asking, because I didn't really hear everything because I'm over here studying, but I wanted to know, how do you feel about that? As far as things being monetized, do you think with this whole thing with Cardi that it's going to change things for bloggers?
I think it could. I think it could just really, more than anything, the more censored we get, it gets boring. So, I mean, just be ready for things to change, right? A lot of stories that, people may want, that bloggers, content creators, that they may want to drop, that you may want them to drop, they're going to tell you, sorry, you got to go to my Patreon. Sorry, you got to go to my website. Thank you, Rokia, or Rokia. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Get ready to hear a lot of that. You're gonna be watching somebody, they're giving you their show, then they say, well, if you want the rest, you got to go to my Patreon or my website.
Yeah.
That's how, and y'all gonna be like, damn, another Patreon to pay for, damn, another app to pay for. That's how it's gonna be, because a lot of shit you just can't post up here. Even when I'm doing a show, I can't even post I can't even post a LinkedIn. I can't post it's so many rules now. So it's gonna get stricter. It's gonna get a little more boring. But people will be okay. It's not the end of the world, but just get ready. People gonna really be watching their mouth. You got any more comments?
Let me ask you one more question. Because Tasha, how do you think she's reacting to this? How do you think? Because of course she kind of shows us something, she's reposting things, but I feel like deep down inside, let's keep it real, I feel like she just damn, but it's just I wonder how is she gonna come back from this, because she also has so many people, YouTubers, who don't care for her. So I just wonder how is she gonna come back from this and show face.
I think that, to be honest, she's probably in a headspace of just being numb. I don't think right now she's probably even allowing herself to really feel the gravity of everything, because it might be too much to handle, right? But believe me, she's disappointed. I would be like, fuck. There's one part of her that's probably disappointed. There's another part that's probably like, well, my name is everywhere still. So even when she come back, she's still gonna bounce back. I'm just saying.
All right. Thanks, Storm.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. What's going on, Dawn? How you doing?
Hi, Storm. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, good evening to you. And before I begin, I just want to say to you, because I never thought that I would be talking to you. I didn't realize, like, oh, I can go on the StreamYard. Okay. But no,
Yeah.
I want to say to you that I've been watching you since you were chubby, and just to see your growth and to see you blossom. Um, when things happen that make absolutely no sense, that is God working in your favor.
Yes.
So get ready.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
I know.
seriously, get ready, because I feel your heart. And we're not going to get into all of that. I feel your heart, but God is working in your favor. And sometimes you have to be isolated to be insulated.
Yeah,
Okay?
that is true. Especially when something feels like divine. It was just like, oh wow, this is what? Oh, okay. It's for a
Okay.
reason. So I've learned not to
Sometimes you
question
have
a
to
lot of
be
things.
isolated to be insulated, and I'm gonna just leave it there. So I heard your commentary, and I understand that all of our righteousness is as filthy rags, and Cardi B is not a victim. I get that, but this is not about her character. I'm looking at it from the legal point of view.
Yes.
This is about you blatantly consciously making a decision to tell lies on people. And most celebrities will let it pass because they just don't have time for it. It's not a big deal. I'm a celebrity. But this particular celebrity made it her business to say, you know what, these are blatant lies and you need to show the receipts. I asked you to not say those things, and you continue to say them. They're lies. And you know what? I think actually this is a good thing for YouTube creators, because now you're really gonna have to tell the truth. And like with the whole Patreon thing, you know, it's just another way for you to get a bag. But I want y'all to go back to the essence of how it used to be, because it used to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I just want y'all to go back to the essence where y'all used to collab and it wasn't a problem, it wasn't a competition. And maybe with this happening, maybe this is a step forward.
Well, I don't know so much about collaborations. People do what they want. I don't know about that part, but I hear what you're saying, right? And what happens is you start doing this job, you get in it, and you can let things affect you in ways that you shouldn't. But I hear what you're saying. I miss the old days when it was fun too. The simple stuff. Y'all really like, as watchers, y'all fuck with us if we on our phone. Y'all don't give a damn. Y'all just want us, and you want to be entertained, and you want us in a good headspace. So thank you, Don, so much. I appreciate the words. You have a good night. All right.
Be blessed.
All right now. Yeah, I hear what she's saying. I do. Medi away, Nia Tosh, Honey. Going once, going. You ready? All right, I gotta let you get that together. The real Brent, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I sure can. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing very well. Someone made a statement in regarding to, is it going to change the game for the bloggers? In my opinion, not really, but it might change the way how they decide if they want to talk about these celebrities. You know how back in the day, where celebrities did not want paparazzi to be separated. They didn't want to. So most celebrities wanted them to continue to keep flashing their lights. They want that glam. They want that marketing. They want people to talk about them. So the way how Cardi B kept on being on social media to try to stop people talking about negative things about her. And the thing about it is that she gave power to Tasha K. She gave attention to Tasha K. And she gave, and if Cardi B would have never gave it any attention and knocked the ship off her shoulder and kept moving forward and kept singing that song, Press, 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 I'm sure Tasha K would have never be at the height as she is right now. Now that she has given that attention to her, that means now you have made another celebrity. Let me break this down. Basically, this $1.25 million is a finder's fee for Cardi B. She is paying Cardi B to be the celebrity status. That's how I look at it. So
that's a good way to look at it, because Tasha K's name is going to be in history, whether people realize it or not. It's not.
right.
It's not. You on TMZ? You all over Google. You are a household name at this point.
Right. And the reason why people really think that it's egomatic for Tasha K to continue this trial, I think it was a strategic plan for Tasha K to continue with this trial. Because why settle behind closed doors? Why? Look, she has 1 million subscribers before she even went to court. So it's kind of like it's a coincidence. So
Yeah.
why not continue to go along with this? Now, I'm not going to say her name on your platform because I don't want you to be shadow banned or whatnot. But I just think that most celebrities need to sometimes just let people talk shit. And I just think that's just what it is. Let them talk. And I mean, when you talk, somebody said, whether it's good publicity, bad publicity, there's no such thing good or bad.
Yeah, that's what he
said. Publicity.
It is. And I was thinking about that too. Like, well, you know what? She could be in the headspace of, well, hey, at least they talking. No matter what happens, at least they talking. So thank you, The Real Brent. You have a good night, all right?
Thanks for having me.
Have a good one. That was a different opinion. I like that too. We don't want to be an echo chamber. Y'all have y'all opinions. I like that. All right, Lefty.
What's going on, man?
How you doing tonight?
I'm torn because I feel like on one hand, this is a big lesson for all of us content creators. We have to have journalistic integrity when we're doing these stories. And it doesn't matter if we're YouTubers or people that's out in the street in the press. We're all press. And we have to respect that. You know? We have to cite our sources. We have to do what we have to do to keep ourselves covered. You know, it's just sad to see it had to happen with Tasha K. You know,
your voice sounds so familiar.
Yeah, because you gave me a coaching session, remember?
Okay, and you never called yourself Lefty in it. That's why I was just like, oh, I'm like, damn, his voice sounds familiar. Okay. So all right. My bad. Go ahead, man.
But what I do think though is I do think that Tasha could bounce back as long as she was able to make the money that she's going to have to pay out in her building her platforms, you know, because she hit 1 million. I don't know what that brings for as far as YouTube income, but it brings something. She has a whole brand, you know, and like you said, she's a household name. But I think the most important part is to understand that, you know, sometimes you just need to know when to bow out, and you need to understand that journalistic integrity above everything when we're doing this job. Yeah. Because our legacy can live or die by that. You know?
I hear you, and I hear you. I hear you.
I want to thank you too, because recently I lost both of my channels, and I remember something you told me was not to feed into the BS. And then I remembered that, but I remembered that too late. You know, sometimes it's not worth going back and forth with people because you don't know what they're doing to you behind the scenes. You think it's verbal jousting, but they're reporting you. They're doing this, you know, and it's like the game has gotten so dirty that it's like, you know, but hey, it's all a loss. You live and you learn, and I'm learning now and rebuilding, you know?
And rebuild it, man, and bounce back, and you'll be just fine. But I thank you for coming on tonight, all right?
Thank you, man.
Take it easy now.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, he didn't call himself Lefty before. I'm like, damn, his voice sounds familiar. That's a distinctive voice. But he Lefty, aka Rib, was absolutely right when he said that verbal going back and forth with somebody on this platform, especially if they're another creator, that ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. People will mass flag your stuff, mass hit your stuff. Like, it's behind the scenes. This YouTube get dirty, like dirty. So it ain't a joke. Come on here, do your job. Leave it at that. Look, telling you. What's going on, Sade?
Hello, how are you, Storm?
I'm good. Let me say first, number one, you have a really pretty name.
Thank you.
I love your name and I love your smile. What's on your mind tonight?
Well, one, I feel like I'm a fan of both Cardi and Tasha, but I feel like in this case, it was just like a battle of the bullies. You know, Tasha, she can be a bully in some ways, and we all witness of Cardi wishing people would have HIV and AIDS and drugging people and all that stuff. So I feel like Cardi, the other bully, won this time, but at the end of the day, Tasha would recuperate her earnings, because later on down the line, she can do a book. She can say that she can do a TV show. She can do a special on it like R. Kelly did. Like, at the end of the day, she can recuperate her loss. And also, I feel like both of them, they need therapy, honestly.
I think both of them do. I think, like I said, this whole case to me, it was really just built on ego.
Yeah.
Well, first it was built off a hater. You know, to me, I'm a reverberator, so I'm gonna mute you right here. I think that Star Marie lady, whatever her name is. Listen, my thing is this: you might have known me when I wasn't famous, but now that I am famous, now the only way you get some clout is to tell people that you knew me. Like, but what else have we seen Star Marie do?
Right, that is true.
You know what I mean? So what, you gonna tell me you live with me, my house was dirty, but you live with me? I made sure you had a place to stay. Get your ass up and clean. Now I'm playing. Thank you, Sade. You have a good night, all right?
You do the same.
Bye-bye. Man. Rhonda Loves Life, how you doing?
What's up, Storm? How are you?
I am great. What's on your mind tonight?
Liz, first of all, I'm glad to see you up and vibrant and doing your thing. I've been following you a long time. I'm just so glad that you just decided to press the go button and keep moving forward, okay?
Absolutely.
Listen, okay, several things.
Okay.
I think that Tasha, I agree it was ego between Tasha and Cardi. But you've heard that phrase, the universe will dish out, give you back what you put out. And I think Tasha is a great talent. And this is a stumble for her. But I think that if Tasha holds on to her family, stay in prayer, listen to some good attorneys, I think that she still got a chance. I want to see her do well. I really do. I want to see her move past this, learn and grow. I do. But the other part is Cardi B. It's not over for Cardi. She's done a lot. Doesn't she have like 2 cases coming up?
Yeah, Cardi B is always in court.
Yeah, she's got a case coming up. So, we're gonna follow that, and the universe is gonna give her back. Don't worry, it's divine justice. The universe will dish back what she puts out. It's just that Tasha, I do hope she learns from this and maybe humble herself. But she's so talented and she's got a future, and I want to see her thrive on YouTube. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I do too. I want all my people to win no matter what. And listen, it's not the end of the world, but when we talk about people for a living, you go through something on the front stage, everybody gonna talk about it. So this too shall pass. You know what I mean? Like, this too shall pass. But
I'm sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just saying, let's just, like you just mentioned, Cardi B has civil and criminal cases coming up. I'm just saying.
With Tasha, I know a lot of people are calling it, oh, this is doom and gloom is over. No, it's not. No. And I think you're right. Part of Tasha's numb right now, but she's got to face the music. And I hope she can face it with the love of her family, her husband. I hope that she has a spiritual leader, and just take it to God and learn from it and do better next time.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned colorism. Now, imagine if instead of it was Tasha, imagine if it was Robin Dixon.
Yeah, I don't think it would I don't think the words that would have come out of Robin Dixon's mouth would have been viewed as, I don't think it would have been viewed as vitriol. No, it would not have been harsh. We can look at Real Housewives of Potomac, and they called Candace aggressive. They called Wendy aggressive.
Yes, they do.
But to me, ain't nobody more aggressive than Giselle.
That's right. And see, if it wasn't Tasha, it was Robin Dixon. All the same words. I don't think Cardi B would have taken her to court, because I don't think it would have mattered, because Robin looks more white than she does black.
So that's a white lady, and then she's gonna talk about she did a DNA test. Oh, I'm like 70% white and 30% black. Really? Because we couldn't look at you and tell.
Exactly.
You a whole white lady. Somebody mixed somewhere, but that is a white lady. I don't care what y'all say.
And it's colorism there, and I'm sure that no one will, it's not something you can bring up and prove it, but I can guarantee you that if it was Robin instead of Tasha K, it would have been a totally different scenario. One last thing is that, Storm, I think you have a heart of a teacher too. And I messaged you, and I am definitely going to message you about, because with my new channel, I really want to pick your brain. And I would love to talk to you behind the scenes. And if it calls that I pay you, I don't have no problem with that, because I really want to pick your brain and learn more, because I think you got a lot to share. And it was nice to hear Lefty. Was he one of your mentees or something? The one that just
he took my consultation a while back, and I remember back then I told him I think he was having issues with another creator. And I told him back then, don't address it. Don't address them. You're real entertainment news. Your videos need to be about entertainment. If it ain't an entertainer you're talking about, it ain't worth your time. But he can start another channel and he can keep it moving and, and go from there. But email me is going to be best.
Okay.
I'm going to put it right here so you can see. I'm going to leave it here. Just because, like, when it comes to DMs, I check them, but I get so many. I can't really.
It's good, but I would like to pick your brain, and if you charge for your time, that's fine, because I have my list of questions. But I'm so glad to see you back up and running. You handled the issue with that Tasha thing with respect, with class, and you are a 30-year-old strong, independent male. You rented your own house. Now you got a condo in the city. So you were like, I'm not getting mixed up in all this crap. You recognize it's toxic.
Yeah, and I don't have no time for that. And just for correction, I am 28. I turned 29 this year. I'm not 30. I know they always say, boy, you've been 28 forever. Listen. listen. But no, to be honest with you, I'll say this before I let you go. It wasn't even, yes, that situation was toxic, but like I said, at my house, when they was at my house, it was really like The Real World. If you've ever seen that show,
I have, yeah.
That was kind of like what it was. It wasn't 24/7. They were fun as well, but when it was just too much coming from this end and that end and this, listen, I'm trying to do some shit over here that ain't been done. I didn't build it from scratch. I don't have nobody else I can depend on. Like, let's keep it real. I am not married. I don't have any children, right? I am the only child. All this ish is on my shoulders. I cannot get caught up in nothing. I don't care who you are. You could be my own mother. I'm gonna cut your ass off. I cannot get caught because it ain't no safety net for me.
That's right. It's healthier that way.
Yeah,
just cut it off.
and keep it moving. And people can say, "Oh, you got degrees. Okay, that's cool. But what job gonna pay me what job gonna pay me like this?"
Yeah.
Then I already been working for myself for 2.5, 3 years now. I can't go get no. They're gonna be like, you used to working for yourself. We can't tell you nothing. So I'm just saying that to say, I will not let anybody take my shit down.
There you go. There you
all
go.
Because somebody is emotional, somebody's screwing who over something I ain't even get tapped at. I'm not finna what?
And people will drag you down. Believe it or not, they will drag you, and you got to be careful. You got to watch your back out here.
Yeah, I let my guard down for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
They got me, but that was a lesson to be learned, and I'm so glad I learned it now. Before I make a lot of money, before my star really rises, I'm glad I learned that lesson now. I'm grateful.
And yeah, be grateful because life is full of lessons, each path. And now you've learned something, and you'll be faced with another obstacle, and you'll learn from there. As your power, as you level up and your star continues to rise, it'll be different challenges and higher level challenges. But you got the attitude, and you also do therapy, right? So you're always working on it. So you're doing good. I wish you nothing but the best, and I will definitely email you.
Thank you. Thank you. Rhonda loves life. You have a good night, and we'll talk soon, okay?
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Always fun when she comes on. But yeah, no, I had to make that very clear. Oh damn, I gotta charge that phone. I ain't letting nobody take this shit down. Put too much on the line for this. Caramel Doll 85. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing tonight?
I'm good, baby. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good, and I'm oiled up.
There you go. You look like it. You look good.
Thank you.
All right. So I had a lot of thoughts. I was following Tasha K back when she was still doing skits and wearing wigs and doing funny stuff on YouTube.
Yes,
I don't even remember how I found her. I just stumbled across her videos, and I thought she was really funny. I thought she was really talented, and I followed her for a long time. But I also was around to watch, how her channel changed, over time, and just watching how everything went down between how the Star Marie situation caused Tasha K to fall out with another blogger whose name I'm not going to say because they seem to have put that drama, behind them. But if you know, you know, if you've been around long enough, you know.
If you was there for it, you was there for it. Yes.
Right. But that whole thing, it just seemed like this kind of turned into, I hate to have to say it, but this kind of turned in for Tasha like a lesson, as like the lady Rhonda was saying. It kind of became this whole thing that's going down with her and, having to pay Cardi B. It seems like it's an example of what happens when you start to, use your platform for the wrong things. I feel like Tasha K was given a gift with her platform that she was able to build her channel up so fast. She's at 1 million followers now. I didn't even realize she had gotten to 1 million followers until maybe a couple of weeks ago. I think that when it came to the rumors that she was spreading, to be honest with you, whether somebody repeated it to her or not, it's really nobody's business, to be spreading rumors about somebody's STDs or whatever it is they're doing. Now I could see if, people were coming forward saying that they had relations with Cardi and she gave them an STD, kind of like the Usher situation, where those women were coming forward saying, hey, this man has an STD and he knows it and he's spreading it to us without telling us. That's a different kind of a situation. But just because somebody comes onto your platform and says, this bitch got this and this bitch got that, you can't go around repeating that kind of stuff about nobody. And it wasn't just the STDs, it was the saying stuff about her stuff in bottles and her private parts and, all kinds of freaky shit and stuff like that can impact the brands that might want to work with Cardi B. Who knows what brands might have been like, you know what, you got a lot going on and that's kind of not the image that we want to portray. It's a little freaky for us.
Let me tell you this.
Too much.
Hold on. Because you're absolutely right. The power of media, number one, case in point, Chingy. All Chingy did was take a picture with somebody. That somebody then went and did interviews and lied. And because we as a society was super transphobic and media outlets spread it like wildfire. This man lost his career.
Yeah.
He didn't lose his career because he fizzled out. He didn't lose it because the music wasn't good. Because that era was an era. All right. He lost out because somebody lied on him.
Yeah, for clout.
Let's talk about the power of the industry. Adina Howard. Dina Howard didn't do nothing but get screwed. Most of them, they all sleeping with each other in this industry. But because she slept with the wrong person, pissed off the wrong person, head of the label said, we gonna shelve you. I don't like that look. Brandy was so scared to lose her career, she lied to y'all and said she was married. Then tried to say it was a spiritual marriage. Sit down. You was a baby mama. You ain't the first. You ain't the last. I say that to say, you ain't lying when you say what somebody said about you can ruin you. Go ahead. I'll let you finish up.
Yeah. But yeah, I was just saying, it came off like a lot of people said it's being very mean-spirited, repeating those lies with no proof. And I feel like even if she did believe him at first, she really should have stopped repeating it once no evidence came forward that any of that was true. And when she was asked to stop saying those things, I feel like she should have done that. I even heard there were people who are, I guess, covering the case because it's closed, right? It's not like being filmed for the public. And somebody also, I saw an article that mentioned that infamous call that was had between Tasha and that other blogger about whether or not they were in it together to expose Cardi B, that ended up backfiring on Tasha because the evidence in the call basically where she was trying to say that her and that other blogger got together to do this, and the phone call was the exact opposite where that blogger was saying that's not credible, those things are not true, don't put that out there. So it's a lot of things that came back to bite Tasha in the butt. I personally, think that I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I felt like Tasha K, it almost seemed like she was becoming unhinged and hyper focused on Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? Almost like a bullying kind of energy. I think that we all know that Cardi B cares about what people think about her. And I think that, Tasha K has also said that she was a child who was bullied and made fun of for being dark skinned, for being, however she looks, that, people are anti-Black and, anti, they have featureism and all of that shit there. And I feel like sometimes people like that can grow up, and when they get a platform or when they become somebody, they sometimes become the bully themselves. And I feel like she spotted a weak spot in Cardi B because she once had that weak spot herself. And she became a fucking bully. She became a bully.
And what can happen is you can be going back and forth with somebody, they trigger you, and it ain't their fault that they trigger you, but you have that trigger.
You triggered because you have some underlying issues that you need to take care of. Regarding the colorism thing, totally understand it. Black women are villainized. We can't say shit without being the angry Black girl. But I feel like in this situation, I look at it on not a colorism issue, just on a basic human level. And I feel like you can't use the colorism card when in the back you're being nasty, you're spreading lies, you're being a bully. You can't use the colorism card when you're and then you admitted, people are saying that she admitted in court that she did lie for clicks and views. It sounds like
what she said was she would lie and she will, and she said whether it's real or not, I just give the news. It's my job is to give the news. But once again, I mean, a lot of people do that, but damn, it sounds horrible when you say that out loud.
It felt like to me that she was taking pleasure in making Cardi B squirm. And people like that need therapy. People like that have some deep-seated issues when you take pleasure in other people's pain. And the last thing I was going to say, because I think one of the first people who mentioned it was that Tasha K being made an example out of. And I agree. But what I also feel like? I feel like sometimes people have to be made an example of in order to let people know that certain things just won't be tolerated. And I honestly feel like Tasha K volunteered this tribute. Okay. I feel like she volunteered this tribute by pursuing this. When she should have probably settled, like a lot of other people said, or she could have just stopped talking about Cardi B. The other lady that came on said that we all remember when Cardi B was in her bullying phase on Twitter, and that's true.
Right.
She said some nasty things about some people, but that just goes to show you that there's a difference between when Cardi B was barely getting a name for herself, being an asshole to people on Twitter, versus now that Cardi B is a megastar and Tasha K has $1 million, has a million follower platform, spreading rumors. It's not the same. You know what I'm saying? It's not on the same level.
It's not on the same level. Now, Caramel, I want to thank you for coming on. All right, everybody trying to get up in here. You have a good night. Okay?
Have a good one. You too.
Bye-bye. She is right. She is right about that. And the bully spirit is real. All right. Real Sparkle Deal, how you doing today?
Lord, have I waited for this day, honey. You ain't ready for what's about to go down tomorrow, darling. But trust me, and I don't care about no clicks, views, gags, Supreme Court, any court, and whatever court, because baby, the truth is the truth, and the light is the light. Hello, darling. Just like Cardi won that money, Cardi's gonna lose that money because God is not playing with nobody. Thank you.
Tell her.
Now, Miss Wendy Williams, let's get ready to gag. Because, honey, I see your show gets me in trouble, but I don't even care because the truth is the light and the light is the truth. Now,
well, hold on. What you over here about to say? Listen, I ain't got lots of money yet. What you over here?
Listen. People go back. I didn't even know I was this famous, but honey, I must be feeling this Cardi B and Tasha FX, and I'm kind of indisposed right now, so I don't want to get your channel. What's the name? So let me cover up real quick. But let's just say this: I had Kevin first, okay, and that's all I'm going to say.
We're not gonna do that. No.
I had Kevin first, okay. These people better stop and take these masks off. And speaking of Miss Brandy, honey. Don't forget you killed somebody, allegedly.
Oh my God. Okay, you gotta go. Okay.
I love y'all. Good night. Y'all better watch and tune in, honey.
Golly, what I say, Sparkle Deal? Damn. What Cynthia G, can you hit me in a private chat? I'm glad we 56 minutes into this live. Damn. I know. Listen. Oh my God. I didn't say nothing. Brandy, I didn't say nothing. Oh my goodness. Cynthia G. I'm done too. Damn it, I knew it. I thought he was gonna talk about Wendy. He's switching with to Cynthia G. Oh, Sin is working out. Okay, we ain't gonna bother her then. But if you want to come up, Sin, just let me know. And I'll clear the room for you, of course. And let me know when you're free, Cynthia G, because I owe you a show over on your channel as well. What's going on, Lisa J?
Hey, Storm.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
Oh, actually, I'm hungry. Actually, you asked me how I'm doing. I'm hungry. But anyway, how you doing?
Just watching this craziness with Tasha K.
Go for it. I'm gonna grab my charger. You go ahead and talk.
Okay. So, anyways, I don't know. I feel kind of conflicted. I feel like Tasha K didn't have to come to this. Cardi B.
What happened? What happened? It kicked you off. What happened? All right, come back up. I didn't kick you off. What's up, Tiffany?
Hey, Storm. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing? I don't know. Damn, it kicked her off. I'm doing good. What's on your mind tonight?
Okay, so I have a few points to make. I'm gonna try to make it quick. I was disappointed with a few things in the trial. For one, I don't understand why Tasha had an attorney that wasn't equipped to handle this trial. There are a lot of great Black attorneys in Atlanta, and I'm not really sure why she went with who she went with, especially considering that she wasn't prepared. She doesn't practice law in that aspect. So that was disappointing.
Because she's a criminal attorney, right?
She's a criminal attorney, correct. So she was not equipped to handle that trial. Secondly, Cardi is definitely sensitive. I don't know if she was prepared for the celebrity that she was going to rise to. And I think she needs people around her to remind her of the level of celebrity that she is so that she's not as sensitive as she is, because a lot of her career is being spent in court and replying to comments from trolls and people who just don't like her. Girl, you a celebrity. You are subject to ridicule that many of us are not subject to just because you're a celebrity. That's kind of what you signed up for.
Yeah.
So I don't say that to justify what Tasha has said or what she has done. But I just feel like for Cardi to be the celebrity that she is on the scale that she's on, her sensitivity level, she has to be stronger in that aspect. I also have to agree. I think it was the first caller who said that Tasha should have left it at that interview that she did with Star Marie. I think it took a turn when she added her sauce to it because at that point it became a personal opinion.
Yeah.
And it was Star Marie's interview. That was what she said. So let her say it and move on. The sauce that she added is what made it pop, and that was to her detriment. Black people historically have always been used to make examples of in the courtroom. And our legal system is set up, and in the legal system, basically, hearsay is not admissible. Like, the courtroom is set up for facts. Everything is factual. Did you say this? Yes, I did. Did this happen? Yes, it did. It doesn't matter who told you or whatever the case may be. That person may not have even been there. The legal system is set to be based on facts.
I hear you. I hear you.
Lastly, I just want to add that I'm trying to read what I wrote. Basically, your freedom. I took a class. I think it was in employment law. The first thing the professor said was that your freedom stops where someone else's begins.
Ooh.
That's a very true statement. You can say what you want to say, but when it comes to the courtroom, you will present facts. And that's that. That's what judgments will be based on every time. There's no way around that. So if Tasha just had not added her sauce, if she had just not kept going, then it would not have been defamation because it would have just been Star Marie's word. That's what Star Marie said. I just reported on it. But because she added that sauce, it was no longer Star Marie's word. It was her personal opinion and her sauce. And that's what got her in the position that she is. I still support Tasha K. I hope that your relationship with her is worked out to an extent. But a lot of things about that case was just very disappointing to me. Entertaining, but disappointing.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Tiffany. You have a good night, all right?
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, Medi, are you ready? Yeah, Medi is watching on the back end. That has to be what the delay is. Either that or it's not working for you tonight. It happens. Chi-Chi or Shashai?
No, it's Chi-Chi. How are you, Storm?
Hey, how you doing, Chi-Chi?
Good. I'm like literally stuck between like a rock and a hard wall because I could tell you I literally love Tasha K's commentary. Like I can't even hate that woman. Is hilarious. She's extremely talented. She is a sister, so I got her back no matter what. Yeah, she made a mistake. She slipped up. Things happen. But how are we going to learn if we don't make mistakes? And one thing I learned in life is, you got to pick your fights.
Yes.
You gotta
know when to hold them
and know when to roll them.
Know when to walk away.
Know when to run. You better count your money.
I will walk away
at the table.
I'll walk away from some shit quick. Hey, this is literally me, right? I could be at your house and you could be going, you can be doing whatever. I sit there. Oh, where's the restroom? Oh, I go do. Before you know, I done got in my car. I'm gone. I'm down the street. Where you at? Shit, I left. Look like y'all was about to get into it. I wouldn't finish stick. Listen, you gotta know when to walk away. Walk away.
Exactly.
It don't make you no punk. It don't make you no punk. We as a community, we so afraid of being look like we got punked out. You get punked out, and you listen. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chi-Chi. My bad.
No, I'm glad you got into it because you feel me. And then it's another thing too. I love Cardi's music. I do love her music. I love her music as an entertainer on the entertainment side. However, Cardi is not innocent. She's not that innocent. She's done a lot of dirt. She got so many lawsuits going down, and she could be facing time allegedly because she still has that case going on with the fight that happened out in Queens in a strip club. Because I'm from Harlem. The stuff that went off with Offset, that's right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
But what I can tell you from my prediction, what I feel, and I'm gonna put it out there in the metaverse, Tasha K is gonna blow up. She is gonna blow up big time. This is gonna catapult her. I don't know when it's going to start. I know it's going to happen. And let me tell you something. If you've been down in the dumps, it's only one way up. And it's all the way up. So Tasha, I got her back. I'm riding with her. We riding dirty.
I'm gonna say this. I got a feeling of what's coming next. I'm not gonna say nothing. I don't know. I'm not in that camp anymore. I don't know. But you know, my spidey senses is tingling. And I know it. And I was trained by her too.
Mm-hmm.
I know if I was her, I know exactly how I would. A few ways I would flip this. Best of luck to you. Just know she gonna be all right.
Oh, I know she is. I see dollar signs.
Yeah, I do too. Thank you, Chi-Chi.
All right, later, Storm.
Later. She gonna be just fine. I know. Oh, I remember you, K. Michelle. How you doing?
Hey, Storm. How you doing, baby?
I'm good. I remember last time you called in.
Yes, God. I didn't want to come in the house, and I was going to get ready to shut it down. I got to call in and say some stuff. So my first issue is this. Okay, we taking people to court about what they done said and this and that and what was supposed to be allegedly, what was true, what was not. But when we gonna talk about all these pornography videos that Cardi B got floating around the internet? Whoa. She all in the club. She naked. She doing stuff being done. I ain't seen none of them being took to court. So what we doing about that? You mad about words, but since people got you on video and you ain't did nothing about that, I'm confused. I'm just saying. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this. I was one of the first ones saying that I feel like if Tasha K ain't saying it, it didn't happen. So to hear that she admitted on stand that she said something that she willingly knew was not true. Now that is a disappointment because I take it to me. I feel as though when she go out before us as her fans, as her subscribers, that she's saying what she believes to be true, even if it's being reported from somewhere else, and she does not have any receipts that would contradict what that person is saying. Because I've seen her shut people down who you know have shown or people who have
you going in and out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's okay. It was going in and out.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. It was going in and out there, but go ahead.
Okay. So what I was saying is,
the sound messed up. I'm sorry, K. Michelle. I'm sorry. You can try to come back again. That sound was going in and out. I'm sorry. Man. Next up is Bunny.
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing? Is that you in your profile pic?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. You an actress or something?
Yeah, and a stand-up comedian.
Okay, it looked like a headshot. I was just like,
it is.
What's on your mind tonight?
Okay, so the situation with Tasha K is interesting because multiple things can be right at the same time. Like, yes. Are they two bullies? Absolutely. But in this case, we've seen that this is going to set the precedent of like all the bloggers and how they are going to function moving forward, because it's not like back in the days when Wendy Williams was doing this on the radio, and then she was going from station to station, and then she said them things about what's his name, P. Diddy. So like it's not like back in the day where you would fight and then you would just move to another station or whatever, or you be threatened. Now it's like everybody's lawyering up, and for me, Cardi B likes to tough talk a lot. Like she likes to tough talk a lot, but she, and act like she's still connected to the streets. But then she's going and running to the lawyers. So that was one thing that kind of got me confused, because I'm also from the Bronx. So I'm familiar with street justice. So
let me ask you, Bunny, mm-hmm. Is Cardi the fighter or is Hennessy the fighter? I feel like Hennessy is really the fighter between them.
Well, from years ago, like they used to post videos of her like getting into fights in Highbridge, and like I feel like they all talk. They all run their mouths.
Okay.
No offense to anybody who's Latin, but like a lot of times like what people would say is that, oh, they just run their mouth. They can't fight like that. There's a few that can fight, but there's a lot of them that just run their mouth all the time. And I'm not trying to be rude, but that's what people out here say. Like, oh, no. They just be running their mouth. They really try to like tough talk so they don't gotta fight. So so I was just weirded out by that, because I was like, yeah, she does all this tough talk and threatens people, but then she's going to the lawyers. I guess because she's at a new tax bracket than before. But at the same time, stop talking tough. Tasha K should have just jumped ship when she had the chance. Like, I like Tasha K, but she should have jumped ship, because the thing about it is that in a courtroom with her versus Cardi, and we see how she is able to breeze through the game and breeze through the industry, and how she makes mistakes. She says whatever she wants, right? She says whatever she wants. And they are like, no, she's still learning the industry. She's been in the industry for years. And we still have to be patient with her. We still have to let her grow and let her grow up. She's still young. We've been hearing that she's been young for years. And like, she's able to get away with murder. So that's why, unfortunately, Tasha K, and of course, you being an actual monoracial Black woman is another factor as well. On top of Cardi B has more money. Cardi B will be more protective when it's between you and a mixed woman. She will be more protected. So it's just like the cards did not stack up, and she should have really evaluated. And also, the lawyer she had was like a family court lawyer. Like,
I thought she was a criminal attorney.
It was one of those things. I forget which one exactly, but just not one that can handle civil suits of this nature, defamation cases like this. So it was just, she had the odds stacked against her from the start. And it sounds good when YouTubers sit and say, oh, I have a lawyer. Don't even worry about it. We just going to see you in court. Like, okay, but do you have the right lawyer? Like, you need to do your research before you go ahead with this litigation. And also, didn't she countersue?
She did countersue Cardi. That got thrown out though. But yeah, she did.
Exactly. So that was another thing which her lawyer wasn't savvy about when it came to this case happening, because had she not countersued, the outcome would have been similar, but the money and the stipulations would have been a little bit different, because people get spiteful when you countersue and they have a case. So
listen, when I tell you, I would have been, I wouldn't have had no time for it. You want to take the video down? Oh, okay, it's actually not true. All right, let me just take it down. That'd have been me. I just, I like to drink my water and moisturize, and all this time wasted. I'm good. I don't. But let me say, Bunny, I do appreciate you coming on. You caught my attention. You know who you probably hear it, of course, but you look like Tika Sumpter.
I hear it sometimes. I mean, somebody called me Oprah one time, which was weird.
No,
it was a white person that said that. Though.
No. First off, you're gorgeous. Second off, you look like Tika Sumpter. But thank you for coming on, Bunny.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Have a good one now.
All right. Bye.
Who in the hell told that pretty girl she looked like Oprah? You need your ass whooped. What's going on? Make it make sense. What's going on?
So we got Oprah. Dude, you are definitely a professional, because I don't think that I could have handled it if one of my subscribers was like, I followed you since you were chubby. Like,
oh my God. I caught that shit. She didn't have to throw that shit in there. I followed you since you was fat as hell, but I guess you look all right now. Like, oh, man, come on, man.
So for starters, I want to say that I actually like both ladies. I do not agree with like a flat out lie about anybody. Like, I think what Tasha's going to have to start doing is having more of a journalistic approach to the way she approaches tea. Like, she's going to have to source stuff out if she wants to continue, because she's not going to be able to move in these streets the same way she moved before. Like, if you remember back in the day, this could have ended her career, but because she has like diversified her media like platform to the app and to the website, she's gonna have fans and they're gonna follow her. But
yes,
I don't know if you like are familiar with Wendy Williams' career, but she had stiff competition with Hot 97. And
yes, she did.
Miss Jones in the Morning, it took one thing to knock her out. It was that Tsunami song. And then all of a sudden they kind of like moved her, I think, to Philly. And then after that, she didn't have a career. She just came back last year on YouTube. So I think Tasha's going to be okay. What I don't like is people expect you to pick a side on YouTube. Like, I'm fairly new and I'm going to like who I like. I'm going to F with who I F with. Yes. I don't like being told that I cannot like bits and pieces from different people. I like Cardi. I like Tasha. I don't want anybody not to eat. I want everybody to win. I want to win.
But you're a man. But wait a minute, though. But you're a man. And typically with men, we can look and say, okay, I mess with this. I ain't too much fooling with that you do over there. But overall, I mess with this person. You know, I like them. I like both. Or if you got, you know, two boys that get into it, all right, I ain't finna stop talking to y'all because y'all got into it. Like, we able to do that. A lot of times women are not able to do that. So, yeah.
I don't know. I want everybody to win. I don't want anybody not to eat. Like, I'm not counting Tasha's pockets, but 1 point whatever million would hurt anybody. That would hurt Cardi. So I think that what she did was wrong. I think that she can learn and grow if she's allowed to keep her platform. So,
any final comments?
No, this was a lot.
It was a lot. Let me ask you, are you a content creator?
Yep. Make it make sense is my YouTube name.
Hey, y'all check him out on Make It Make Sense. I love that you have the light and we can see you. You might have to turn it down a tad bit. There you go. That's how you want to do it. It's because you're already very fair. So almost like a white person. So you can't put too much. Yeah. You can't put too much light on you because then you're gonna go ghost. you look like a ghost. So like with black folks, or with color people, whatever, people of color, we need white light. When white people stream, they need yellow light. See what I'm saying? So just a tip there. You had that setting right there. That's perfect for you.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Have a good one now.
You too.
All right. Yeah, that light change did. I kept looking like it's he copper color. He's very light, but it was too much light. I did want to just share something really quick. You know, just I'm just pop my shit real quick because you know they said I followed you since you was chubby, but I'm just saying though. I'm just saying you know we ain't gonna talk about in the words of Funky That Nigga, we ain't gonna talk about what was. We're gonna talk about what is. We ain't gonna talk about what was. Let's talk about what was now. They don't never want to look at the now. They always want to look at the before. All right. I always want to look at the before. Look at now. Look at now. I'm bringing back bathroom selfies on y'all. I'm giving that what y'all say. What's going on, Chris?
Oh, hey, how you doing? Looking good.
Thank you. How you doing today? Well, tonight, rather.
I'm doing okay. I just wanted to say that I think that this is a win-win for both Tasha K and for Cardi B. Cardi B, because prior to this whole blow up, I don't know if you remember, she had said that she was trying to promote that she was the queen of hip hop, and that started a big controversy because
who said she was the queen of hip hop?
She promoted. I think she had her friend. What's his name? The star, the actress.
Oh, okay. Okay, we just moved past.
Yeah, who was on?
Halle Berry.
Bruised movie. Anyway.
Yeah, Halle Berry. Yes.
Yeah, Halle Berry. Thank you. She was the one who said, she was promoting for because they were trying to have this soundtrack come out or whatever. But anyway, you know, I didn't like how she was trying to just co-opt that whole "I'm the queen of hip hop" thing without actually having done the type of work that Nicki Minaj has done. You know what I mean? And put in the years. She did.
Right.
You know, I'm not saying she doesn't have any great songs, but whatever. Anyway, the point I was trying to say is, I think throughout this experience, seeing this win for Cardi B, I think for her, it's a moral kind of a victory. You know, just something for her on the inside to say, you know what, when I'm true to myself, when I'm true to everyone else, I can actually gain a win. With regards to Tasha K, again, I think there's a win for her because now she's, like everyone has said, you know, in the annals of history, she's known as being right next to Cardi B, and Cardi B is next to, which would include Nicki Minaj and other stars. So there are people outside of social media who are going to be paying attention to Tasha K now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Chris, I want to thank you for coming on tonight. Okay, we got a lot of people coming in this.
Sorry about my phone. All right, bye.
Oh, you
now.
good? You good? Bye now. Yeah, we got a lot of people trying to get in, but Chris is right. This is still a win overall. Plishette.
Yes, hey Storm, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. So, you know, first of all, it's just a shame that it had to come to all of this. I've been watching Tasha K for the last 5 years, and what drew me to her channel was her interviews. I loved her interviews that she would do with people when she would bring them into her studio at that time. And it was just the way she conducted the interview was real interesting, and she's very entertaining. So I started watching her show year after year, and then, you know, when she started covering R. Kelly and just a lot of these different things that would come out, the trials and stuff, I thought that was great. But then when this thing came up with Cardi B, and I would catch the clips every now and then, I was just like, why is this just something that is a vendetta or something? And it does, I think, have to do with the ego. I agree a lot with what was said before. You got these two egos, huge egos, you know, just going back and forth. And, you know, I don't know what Tasha K was going through at that time in, you know, trying to reach a goal. You have a vision for where you want your channel to be, what you can do, what you can and cannot do. So when it came to taking the video down and she didn't take the video down, like everybody else was like, you could have cut your losses then. Just take the video down. So I just, you know, it's just so hard to see all of this happen and everybody is taking these sides. And I'm not taking any sides. I mean, I listen to Cardi B's music. I know all about how people are against Cardi B because, you know, of what her past was as a prostitute or whatever she was. But I just know that, you know, if it was Howard Stern's, if it was the Shade Room, if it was TMZ, you know, everybody, I guess Tasha K, her lane, she can't be them to try to take on a Cardi B. I mean, you know, you can't, you know, she's a Black woman. I'm a Black woman. I got my own business. I'm in media and entertainment. And sometimes you just got to know your lane to be in. And, you know, I think she's really, really successful at what she does. But this is like someone said, this is a fall. This is a stumble. And you have to learn from something like this. And it is a good thing that she branched off in all these different ways that she did with her business by diversifying. But you know, she's really, really got to sit back, take a look at this. If she's going to appeal. But please, can we get some better lawyers? Because
listen, I'm right there with you. I don't want to trash nobody's attorney, you know, because I ain't no attorney myself. But damn. But thank you, Plishette, for coming on. Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. Candy Batinice, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. Can you hear me?
I'm good. Wait a minute, Michelle. What you mean I lost weight too quick, Michelle? What you mean? What you mean? Where you been? I've been doing this slowly. While people was talking their stuff, I was working. What's going on, Denise? What's on your mind?
Okay, here's the thing. What we seem to forget is that there's a third and fourth party in the room, and that is us. Because remember back then when Cardi first came out, we're all like, oh, Team Nicki, oh, Team Cardi, Team Nicki, Team Cardi. And we gassed them both up. And then when Tasha came on the scene and had this news, it was like a big thing to take Cardi out. Because I was Team Nicki, and then I got to know Cardi, and I love her songs. I love her songs, and I love Nicki's songs. I mean, I love them both the same. I don't know if it's possible, but it's possible for me. And the more I thought about it, I was a Tasha fan before this whole thing went down, and I remember being one of the ones who was gassing her up. I do. And I do think that the fans, well, at least me, would take some type of accountability there. But anywho, question.
Yes.
Do you think that Tasha K is going to change how she does her reporting, like her intensity and her comedic delivery? Like, do you think she's going to second guess herself? Is she going to be more scripted? Because I know this is a whole art. This is a whole thing.
It's an art to it. I think she's going to be really, really careful on what she puts out on YouTube versus like what she just puts on her website. So I think she's going to move with caution. She's still going to be her. But she's going to definitely she's going to be more careful. It's a learning lesson, definitely.
Yeah, because by now people in her status would have either gurus or someone around her. And I don't know if you could talk about that or not, to basically guide her with how to act, how to be, basically how to refocus. I don't know.
She should have those kind of people on payroll. Listen, if I was her, I know I would, man, I would have a whole bunch of people on payroll. Like,
okay.
What I need to do? Okay, cool. So yeah, I think she is going to move different. She's going to have to, though. She's going to have to.
Okay, she did mention that she was going to have PR. On someone's station, she did out of her mouth mention that she's going to have PR going forward. So
she needs it. And honestly, what she's going to have to do too, popping up in people chats, arguing with people, you can't do that no more. You pass that, because anything you put on these platforms can be used against you later. And I'm just saying, if you want to be with the mess, you're going to have to troll from your troll page. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care, Denise. All righty. Next up, we got Nubian Kalesi.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How you doing? Yes. How you doing tonight?
I'm great. This is a great birthday gift. It's my birthday, and it's my first time calling in.
Hey, happy birthday.
I'm 37 and I'm 22 weeks pregnant. So
oh, you can't even have another drink, but congratulations on the baby.
No. Thank you. First off, I wanted to say how much I love your platform. You literally, when I've had bed rest, you just literally give me life. I just wait for you all day. So I definitely just want to tell you to keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
But first off, I've been watching a lot of content creators and bloggers about the situation. And at first I was a wino. I loved Tasha K. I loved her integrity. I love how she covered the whole R. Kelly situation. So I was really, really into her, and I really supported her. And once this whole Cardi B Starbury issue came up, I just started noticing some differences. It didn't seem like her regular content. She just seemed very vindictive, and it just seemed full of malice. And that wasn't what I was used to, because, you know, like, you can drag somebody and it can be fun, but it's one thing. Move, Luna, my cat.
Oh, you okay?
It's one thing to like drag somebody and have content, but when you keep attacking the same person over and over and over and over again, it seemed like a vendetta. And I know a lot of people, when you get into the celebrity spotlight, you're going to have haters. So you already had people who weren't fans of Cardi B. Granted, she made mistakes. And I see the argument with Tasha K being the strong Black woman card. And I'm like, this is a win for Black women. I'm like, where? She chose a white lawyer. She had that big up to her white lawyer. And it seemed like, in my opinion, that she was like, oh, I got the white people. I got the white folks' money. And she made it seem like she was kind of downing like Black people. You know, you could have chose so many brilliant Black women attorneys in Atlanta. Black women are some of the most educated.
Let me ask you, are you guys going to hold her feet to the fire on that?
I mean, honestly, I think people can get second chances. I'm just people that are following it. I feel like we shouldn't just get on a bandwagon and just say because we have a Black person that, oh, we're going to support Black women. Because, you know, Cardi, I'm a Cardi fan, but I'm to the point where I'm not one of those major stans that's going to be obsessed. But when you talk about supporting Black women and big up in Black women, Cardi B did that project with Halle Berry, and she chose Black artists. She put Black artists in the spotlight. She has no problem, you know, giving Black artists their props, even people who didn't like her. So I gave her points for that, you know. So whether or not you like her or not, you know, so that's what I'm saying. I feel like, you know, the Latina card, people just wanted to hate on her. And when people are saying she's too sensitive, I don't care if you're a celebrity or not. Mental health is real and you're a person. This woman just had a baby. She catapulted to stardom after maybe a year. And then for you to go online and all of a sudden get attacked by millions of people. And every time you go online, you see something about you having herpes, people talking about your baby is sick and talking about how nasty you are, constant attacks. I don't care who you are. That is going to have some kind of effect on you, you know? And the way I feel like it is wrong, you know? And Tasha K had the chance to take cut her losses, cut the video off. And then I started noticing things about her too, because she introduced me to some great content creators, like primarily you know, so I love that, but I started seeing how she was having fallouts with other people. And then that kind of raised a red flag. And I was like, what's going on here? The common denominator is you know? So I loved all her other content, but all this negativity and the attacking, I couldn't be with it, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, we're all human beings. I don't care if you're a celebrity. You know, there's a line that you cross. There's entertainment, like the way you drag Khloe Kardashian. Nobody can drag the Kardashians like you do. You know what I'm saying? But there's a line.
Yeah. I have not seen nobody top my Kardashian roast. I've not seen nobody top one.
But there's a difference, you know what I mean? And I really just stopped watching her because it didn't feel good on my spirit, you know. And hopefully this will be a lesson for her. That's a huge lesson. Hopefully she can rebound from this because I love how she's rebranding. But the negativity, even with the stuff recently, I'm not going to go into it with you, Vaughn, and Chelsea, you know, I'm just like, again, come on, you know what I mean? I was just like, it's just, she needs to learn from this and realize who's really for her. And it's not always about money. Because if you lie and lie and lie and lie, it's just wrong, you know?
I'm going to say this, ain't no amount of money worth your soul. I'm going to leave that at that.
Definitely not. And, you know, on a spiritual level, I feel, you know, definitely.
Thank you, Nubian, and congratulate. Do we have a name for the baby?
Daenerys.
Daenerys, that is pretty. I went to school with the De Niro. That's close.
I'm a Game of Thrones fan, so.
Oh.
Yeah, so definitely, you know. So her dad doesn't know, he's Spanish, so it sounds better in Spanish. So it sounds a little exotic, so.
I like it. It's cute. Well, congratulations. Have a safe delivery, and I appreciate the support.
Thank you. You keep being wonderful at what you do.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And listen, don't you say your baby name with pride, Daenerys. I don't care where you got your baby name from. Daenerys. You better say that with pride. Queen Lady, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm good. Is that your bathroom? I love the decorations.
Oh no, this is my meditation part in my corner in my room.
I like that. Hold on, let me expand it. Oh, I like that.
And then I have my dream catcher at the top.
Hey, okay, I like that.
Board, and then my little aromatherapy, you know.
Nice. Nice. What's on your mind tonight, Queen Lady?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to get y'all together real quick. Everybody in the chat is wilding on my girl Cardi too much. Like, we're gonna have to take that.
Come on.
Yeah, I keep saying she was young. She was young. She grew up through her career. You got to remember, she came in at 22 years old, 23 years old. She grew up, blew up overnight. Then, okay, she made her mistakes. She did things that she had, but then she started to change. She started to try to navigate her social media. She wasn't on as much, being as vocal and vibrant until she was addressing people or responding to people. So we have to remember, like she said, we're all people. We have lives, we have families, we have kids that will one day see this. You understand? So at the end of the day, to sit there and say somebody got herpes and diseases and things like that vocally is damaging, very damaging to themselves, to their children, to their history, to their legacy. That's something that sticks with you, no matter what. That's in somebody's back of their mind. Do Cardi got herpes?
That is true.
Or not.
That is true.
Also, we gotta remember, like she said, I was a wino too. I was an avid wino. My energy shifted when Nicki came in. When she started to be a vocal, I feel Nicki Minaj supporter, Tasha K, and speak a lot on the situations between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. I feel like that's when her energy shifted from being a journalist to being more one-sided. So once that implemented, it was like, and I feel like Nicki left her out there to dry. Once Nicki put her out there to do the dirty work, Tasha K ran with it and never stopped. So it was no need for Nicki Minaj to throw stones. And y'all keep saying Nicki better than Cardi, Nicki better than, okay, cool, but numbers speak better. Cardi has a Grammy, Nicki has none. Y'all want to take away from this girl's accolades, and y'all can't.
Y'all better hear her preach, because listen.
That's the same thing that happened with Little Kim. Let's be real. Same thing that happened with Little Kim. Nicki Minaj is the same thing to Little Kim. Little Kim has a Grammy. Nicki Minaj does not. Let's just go and speak real. It's the energy shifts when it comes to Nicki and artists and journalists, because there's not a lot of bloggers or people that put out negative things about Nicki Minaj or this whole thing that's going on with her kid father and the pedophile situation. He just got.
Oh yeah. They won't even talk. Oh, I can talk about that now, actually. But yeah, they a lot of people, they won't talk about that, and they are. It's an air of like being afraid of Nicki. Like, and I don't know if it's because they want to be cool. I don't know if it's because they want.
That's weird to me. That's weird energy to me.
That's bullying. That's bullying energy.
And that's bullying, like you say. It's weird.
It's another way of bullying. So you got Cardi that may cuss you out to your face, but then you got Nicki that
goes tie her hands and go somebody else to do her dirty work.
Either one ain't right, because sis, we can't. I'm just keeping it real. You got a brother that did and a man that you choose to marry, then
that didn't make sense to me. It was like that was crazy.
And I love Nicki, don't get me wrong, but I've been wondering, like, why him? I understand y'all grew up together. You ain't kids no more. Listen, I don't care how big I get. You might have been my first love. I might love you, all that. If you didn't allegedly done all this, I could never attach myself to you.
No, but remember, she went hard on that situation too. Tasha, she got under my skin when she went so hard for Nicki to pull up the people. Like, I was like, girl, you want to prove it be wrong so bad, but then look how it comes out. He really pleaded guilty. He was wrong.
But whatever the situation was with that, let's say he pled guilty and he really wasn't guilty. Let's say it's all a lie. Let's play that.
And nobody's pleading guilty to something they down there do. No.
But let's just play that. Me as a person, I can't marry you. I can't be with you. What we gonna do? This gonna follow you everywhere. You can't have a normal life. What do you do when your kids want sleepovers? Like, it's just, you got to think about the few. Ain't no way in the world. But I'm wondering, But I'm
No,
wondering if
Nicki spoke her piece and moved on. So when Cardi speaks her piece and say, I don't have herpes, this is a lie, this is not true, and she moves on, it's not the same energy.
oh, she had to. Somebody said she had to marry him. Okay, I don't know about that. I'm wondering with Nicki, though. I'm gonna say this. I'm wondering with Nicki if she likes guys that she can control, and she knows that guy is always gonna need her.
Yeah, because she got to be his babysitter. If well, not babysitter, it's called what you call it? Escort.
Like handler escort. Yeah, because I'm like,
like in order to be around children or be around like playgrounds and things like that, when you have that type of record, sexual offender on your record, you have to have an escort. If you are around those type of entities, you have an escort. So if anything, she would be his escort, being his wife. But I wouldn't even want that responsibility, because God forbid if something ever happens to any other female, you're liable, you're responsible because you're an escort.
It's just and I'm gonna move on from Nicki because this ain't about her.
No, but I'm just saying that's
just a bad look. It's just a bad look.
But that's when the energy changed. It when she became, I feel like when she became a vocal supporter of Nicki Minaj, she then became on a hate train of Cardi B. It's like when she joined one bandwagon, she went hard on another one, and I felt like when she kept reiterating it and even going allegedly, it was no longer alleged no more, because you kept saying, and I got facts. So it's like when people keep putting out, like Cardi said, every week, every other day, it was a video of her.
We're gonna wrap it up, Ash. We're gonna wrap it up.
I'm sorry, y'all. She's like, she grew up a little bit off her channel with Cardi as well. Some of her followers were watching because of that hate train.
Yeah, it's just basically, and I thank you for coming on. It's basically,
but I just don't bash Cardi and her record. She's done things as a music artist to make history and stamp herself in the industry. Let's give all these female rappers their accolades and stop doing that. Stop putting them one against the other.
You don't have to put one against another.
Exactly.
You can like both. Trina said it rubs me the wrong way when YouTubers think these celebrities are their friends. Oh no, these people ain't your friends.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. You have a good one, all right? These people ain't your friends. Cardi has said herself, ain't no blogger her friend. They will befriend you to get you on their side. And they may even really like your content, but you got to always know your place with people. These people ain't your friends. This is business. Damn right about that, Trina. Thank you for that donation, for the super chat. You damn right. These people ain't your friends. I don't care what party they invite you to, how many pictures they put you in. I don't even care if they help you get a show. These people ain't your friends. Get what you need from them because they're getting something from you. I feel like what Wendy said was right. You either gonna be for the industry or you're gonna be for the people. You can't be cool with them and talk about them. It just doesn't. It don't work. All right, Medi, we're gonna try this again. Are you able to hear me?
I am able to hear you. Can you hear me?
There we go.
Hi. Okay, so thank you. This is my first time ever calling in, but and I absolutely think you're amazing. I do. I've been following you for a very long time. I've watched your growth. I'm so proud of you as a Black man on YouTube with your integrity that you keep intact. So I just want to say thank you. And that's going to be the foundation of my comments. I just have a couple. So I'm going to go very quickly, if you don't mind, so I don't take up too much time. And I follow you, so I think you will understand this. Well, let's talk to the industry of lies, though. What is hurtful today is to watch an industry that is compacted of people of liars, demons, placate this out again at our expense. So I want to take off the tunnel vision for a moment, and I want to give a different perspective, which is remove the two ladies for a moment and speak to this is what they do in their sacrifices. This is what they do when they come for us, when they come for our throats. And when I say us, I mean people of color. Because today I watched two women be unprotected altogether by our own culture. They were thrown out, they were put out there, and they are by people who actually in the industry that all they do is lie. Everything that they do. Name a rap song that is not compiled of lies. Listen,
Oh,
if
good
you're going to
point.
talk resumes, talk resumes. These people get on here, they act, which is a form of lying. They rap, they tell you they have things they don't have. They push your children into doing things they shouldn't do. Okay. And it's entertainment. We all are here for it. Okay. So Tasha K is no different than anyone else. Now, I'm not a fan of either, just to be clear. I am a fan of women and women of color. And what I saw today was, it was unexplained. I couldn't believe that men were getting on here, tearing these women down when they should be protected, because our court systems are here to tear us down in any court system, whether it's civil, whether it's criminal. They are always on our necks and throats for the same reasons. And that's because we are people of color. So please, by all means, stop attacking these women for things that we do in our everyday lives on a normal basis. We talk about people in our own circles on a normal basis. So let's not make this seem any different than what it is. Okay. It was an attack on dark skinned women. She was attacked, and it was disgusting. All of a sudden, now everybody out the woodworks is vilifying her. I'm not saying she's perfect. Of course she's not. But what she is she is a woman of color who is going through a trial system and a court system that is set up against us to begin with. So what we could have at least done was support our women in public, and behind closed doors, get it together.
All right. All right. Thank you, Medi, for coming on, okay?
Yes. Thank you for having me.
Good night. I'm glad she was able to get that out. Thank you, Little Details by Darby, for the super sticker. And Trina C. Okay, I'll put your comment up already. Thank you so much. All right. We're gonna try again, K Michelle. How's the signal? Going once, going twice. All right. It's not working, K Michelle, tonight. That's okay. What's going on, Chrissy?
Hey Storm, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I just want to say I love your content. I'm a new subscriber. And I just love what you do. I love your integrity. I love how you carry yourself. It's good to see that. But I also want to say, honestly, Tasha gonna go down as the dumbest content creator in history. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. This lady has several opportunities to let this thing go. She was asked to take it down and not talk about this young lady. She was served several letters. She wiped her behind with them, correct?
She
picked a criminal attorney. I don't know anybody that's stupid. To a federal case. I don't care who recommend, do your research. You're adult, you're grown. At some point, we got to stop making excuses. What she did was disgusting. We're not talking about her saying, oh, she didn't like her, she's stupid. She dragged this young lady, and Cardi had every right. And for the young lady that came in and said, take it to the street, are we ignorant? Like, are we promoting this? Because Cardi is a multi-millionaire celebrity. She has to change what she does. She can't take and drag Tasha in the street. And had she done that, then we'll be saying, why would she be acting like a hood rat? She should have just sued her. She got plenty of money. And Cardi B may even say, I don't even want the cash. I don't need it. I just never want you to say my name or my family ever again in life and pay for my attorney fees. She may come back and say, we know Tasha don't got it. The best thing for this lady to do is file bankruptcy. And I was a wino. And she's hilarious. Tasha's hilarious. She really is. She's talented. But she started to get messy. And certain things that she did, Cardi B even extended the olive branch and said, listen, we're mothers. We don't need to do this. Gave you 5 opportunities. The judge told you, you're not going to win this case. Settle. I'm not settling nothing. I'm not taking these videos down unless the courts tell me to take it down. She let ego and ignorance get in cloud her judgment.
But let me tell you what she said though, and I think it made it worse when they played it in court. She said, "I ain't taking this down unless the white folks tell me to."
Ooh, not good. Not good.
And it's hilarious to me because this is like I gotta give her this though. I don't know a whole lot. Well, I do know some people like this, but some people will stick to their guns to the death.
To their detriment. And then she went on 6 months ago and blasted her own attorney in a review session. This lady just threw your whole case in the trash. Like, how ignorant can you be? You think you're going to talk about them? Probably they lost business, and you think they're going to give you the best defense? It ain't going to work like this. Is the real world. This is the real world. That lady should have done her research, and she should have kept that girl name out of her mouth. It really wasn't that serious. Somebody say, and Cardi said, I told this lady to leave me alone. She discussing me. She discussing my family. I'ma sue her. That's what she said. And she did it. She had every right to do it. It doesn't. This is not Tasha against what Cardi has done in any aspect. Right. Cardi wasn't on trial. Tasha was.
And let me say this too. I know a lot of people were referring to an Instagram live that Cardi did where she said I have herpes, but they got to understand Cardi B, like a lot of Spanish Americans, they mix Spanish and English. So she said "dique." I have herpes, which means supposedly, or the streets say. It's like slang Spanish. So a lot of people was running with that. Like, no, she admitted it, but no, she just mixed Spanish and English.
No, and I think it's unfortunate because some people keep trying to say what type of person Cardi is and this and that. We don't know none of these people. These are characters.
Yeah,
this is
right.
Her image. That girl got kids. She has black kids, a black husband. You think she don't like black people? And people are saying, "Oh, she's white." I have never heard of Dominican and Trinidadian people being white. Storm, educate me on that. What's
No. There are Dominicans that are white, but I will say this: I'm not gonna say she don't like white people, but I do believe there are some airs of colorism in her past. I can totally believe that.
And we all grew up. We all grew up with colorism. I know some friends that was picked on for being too dark. People too skinny, too big. It's somebody you get into an argument with your black, you're this, you're white ghost. We do it all the time. That doesn't mean you're not gonna go out here and have black children. White people don't do that. They racist. They don't sit there and have black babies.
Yeah, but they can. It gets when you start talking about colorism, that gets so deep and convoluted because you do have some people that they like the black men, but not the black women. It's weird. But
yeah, you right about that.
But thank you, Christy. Let me ask you,
so much for having me.
Are you from DC?
I am. You know my accent.
You sound like Tokyo Tony. That's why I was like.
And guess what? Black China was on the cheerleader team with me when I was in high school.
Oh,
yes, I know. I knew her very well. She was a sweet girl too, so you threw me off. And I'm gonna say one thing: that girl did not need to get nothing done to her body. She had a banging shape in high school, really big butt. So I always got confused by that. But yes. I'm from DC.
I'm gonna say this too. To me, Black China was way more attractive when she did all that stuff.
Yeah, she was beautiful. I got some pictures of her. She was beautiful. I don't know. She's still a sweet girl. So this persona that she put up, that's fake. She's genuinely nice.
Yeah, she seemed like a sweetheart. It's just it's sad how the industry will really turn somebody out. But I'm looking at the old pictures and I'm like, she looked like a normal. Pretty girl,
Pretty girl.
Yeah. Now I'm not feeling all that skin lightness stuff. But thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah, I'm not feeling all that. But that's just me. Ray all day. Can you hear me?
Hey Storm, can you hear me?
I can. Let me shout out the super chat real quick. JWRW. Thank you for the super chat. Okay, go ahead, Ray. What's on your mind?
Wow. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm hungry, but I'm good.
I know, huh? It's wild that Tasha K let this go on the way she did. It's really sad how much resources she lost up until the judgment. Just besides the judgment, just up until that. It could have been easily taken care of. I don't understand why, other than pride, after a certain point prior to court. You know, it's sad. But you know, we can say something negative about both ladies. Both ladies have rubbed us the wrong way over the last, over their careers by what they've said and done. Bottom line is, like Tasha said, she'd rather have Uncle Sam tell her something versus just do the right thing. And, that's where you have to really question who you want around you, because it's toxic to have that point of view unless you got the resources to waste. Cool, do you, boo boo?
Good point.
But I ain't no way in hell I'm gonna risk all the money that's on the table currently. They're not even done. This is a subtotal, y'all. This is not the final total.
It can. I mean, it's probably most likely going to go up. And like I said, Tasha's not the first, and she won't be the last. I would not look. I'd have been. We need to settle. Okay, let's settle. Let's move on. But she held through. She stayed through to the end.
Yeah.
I think maybe Tasha headspace too was, well, damn, if I let her tell me to take this down, then how many more celebrities gonna come and try to get me to take their stuff down? And I can't always be taking stuff down.
I see that point.
Mm-hmm. So I see that point too. I see that point too.
I think we should err on the side of caution, especially when we don't have the law on our side in our behaviors. It's easy to say what you want, fine, have your own point of view. Of course, you have to. We should have our own point of view. That's different. But we also, at a certain age and a certain maturity and a certain level in our career, when we are on top as she is in y'all's game, well, I'm starting out too with my little channel, but in this whole game of social media and all that and streaming, this was a unnecessary and ridiculous loss for her. Yeah. Not for everybody else, just for her.
For her.
She's the only one doing this.
It was. But you live and you learn. And Ray, I want to thank you for coming on, okay?
Thanks. And can I say one last thing?
For sure.
I am a fan of hers, don't get me wrong, and both Cardi, and I just want Cardi to stop saying the N-word, and I want Tasha to stop lying, and then we can all move on in peace.
All right, now take care, Ray.
All right, bye.
Bye. Cardi B ain't gonna stop saying the N-word though. I'm sorry. What's going on, Tamiko?
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Oh, nice to talk to you again. Honey. Now, I'm about to say something real, and if you ain't ready for it, you don't have to listen. But I do not agree with all this nailing Tasha K to the cross, so to speak, because you can crucify Jesus. That's how I kind of see it. And Black folks go to church every Sunday crying over how they crucified Jesus. Like, make it make sense. And I'm looking at the big picture, because I can never support somebody taking food out another Black woman's mouth and her kids and her family. I do not like that shit. That is just, no, because she over there, she got enough money. How greedy you gonna be? And y'all talking about poison. Look at all that poison she puts out in her music. Wop this, wop that. Don't support no safe sex. At least till TLC back in the day, because I'm 40. Them girls used to talk about sex in a classy way, but at least they left out with the, you know what I'm saying, condom on and everything like that. But she is poison to our young girls. They think that shit is cool. And they're going to go out catching herpes with that bullshit.
Oh, hold on. Don't try not to curse too much. Not trying to curse too much.
Oh, I'm sorry. With that bull crap. Sorry. And I just feel like I'm not feeling it. Hopefully sis starts like a GoFundMe or something. Send Tasha some money, get her together, because it just, I don't like that. I don't like the way people in power do the little people. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't like that. Like,
it's a lot to when you're going up against that kind of machine. It's a lot. It's hard. It is to go against, because Cardi B got money on money on money.
Yeah.
It's hard.
So you worried about what a blogger? I mean, all of them talk about you. So you're gonna sue everybody? And they I knew it was coming because they started with comedy. Dave Chappelle can't even say nothing no more, right? So now we gonna just be stuck, I guess, watching Def Comedy Jams and reruns of Richard Pryor now to get the realness. Because we ain't gonna have no realness because people too sensitive. Oh, I'm in my feelings.
Well, I mean, the difference with this is this was an accusation of an SCD. I think a lot of it for Cardi was hurt because it was somebody that she used to be friends with. So I think it was hurt. But if it was me, leave it at the interview. Don't repeat it again after that. Whatever Star Marie said, that's what that host said. Leave it there.
It's kind of like, how somebody comes to you with something, telling you something first, you're going to tend to like believe that person. Yeah. No matter how much somebody else come in after that, like, oh, no, this is da-da-da. Most people do that. And I feel like, fans, we were egging it on because it was just getting more views. Now you can't say the drama didn't get no views. And it just kept
the drama
being that monster.
People enjoyed it. People was right there. That's why I said I don't want people acting self-righteous because they was right. Because I was right for watching. Y'all was right. Y'all was right there. But that was still Tasha that did it. That was her choice. I understand accountability.
Yeah. She ain't no punk though.
She not.
She went up again. She was like, no, I'm gonna stand my ground. I give her all respect for just not being a punk and punking out. Stand strong, sis. Stand strong. I miss you and Vaughn. That's one thing I want to say. I miss you and Vaughn and you and Tasha. I hope y'all all can work everything out like a little happy family, like one day,
Well, I'm gonna let you keep that wish. Don't waste your wish on that. But thank you, Tamika. Take care now. Yeah. Don't waste your wish on that. Waste your wish on that. All right. So listen, your boy got to go use the bathroom. We done topped out, a little over 5,000 live viewers. Y'all been wanting me to talk about it. And I granted y'all wish. All right. Storm said no. No, don't take that wish. Don't waste your wish, boo boo. Listen. So I gotta use the bathroom, but I know y'all gonna drop off when I walk away. I hate I'm on StreamYard because I don't have my music queued. I need somebody to come up here that can talk for like 2 minutes. That I can trust to talk for 2 minutes and entertain. All right, who we got up here? We got a lot. Damn, I wish Cynthia was in the chat. Lala, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Storm.
All right, what's on your mind tonight?
I feel like artists like Cardi B, Fat Joe, J-Lo, they should not be saying the N-word. I heard a caller before mention that. I agree. They should not. I find it offensive when they do say it because they aren't Black, and these people should not be saying that. My issue with the Cardi B thing is because we have artists like Beyonce, J-Lo, who gets ridiculed in their comments all the time. The way Beyonce was ridiculed because they thought she didn't carry her baby.
Oh yeah, that was awful.
Yes, Beyonce could have sued over and over again. We all know that that's her child, but I feel like Cardi B has to have a little bit more a little bit more tough skin. If she's going to be in this industry, I understand that she's sensitive. I get it.
But at the same time, I feel like if you're going to dish it, honey, be able to take it at the same time. She has called Black women black roaches that she has put on Twitter. And I remember that. And I feel like Black women are her audience in the way she just was it was so easy for her to say black roaches. The fact that she emphasized it with black. And I think that's my problem with her, you know. And I don't. Beyonce is a human, though. I saw somebody comment say something, but she's a human, just like you guys are saying Cardi is a human. And y'all want to excuse things that she's done, and she took it so far to sue this woman. I just feel like it's uncalled for.
Hey,
honey, hold on. Somebody said this, not this caller lying. Oh, who's lying about what?
No, well, hold on. I don't want you going at it with them in the comments now. Okay. We can play that game all day.
Beyonce definitely gets slammed on the daily. You can see it in her comments now.
Yes.
And she chooses not to respond. She takes the high road. And I feel like Cardi needs to do the same. Learn something from Queen B. Like, you don't have to respond to everything that everybody has to say.
That is so true. That is true.
I don't know. I don't think to sue Tasha K, then sue all those other bloggers that said something about you. Sue them all.
True.
And I don't like that. Like, I even saw an old Vlad interview of Cardi when she was saying that she dates black men. So she didn't identify herself as black, but
she identifies as Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
And she don't. I mean, she might now. Everybody, want to say they're black now, but nah.
I agree with you. It's just unfortunate. I think it's sad for two women to even be doing this. I mean, it's unfortunate that we're always competing against each other as women all the time about something. And I don't know. I just feel like Cardi B need to give that same energy to these other bloggers that talk about her and probably have said worse things.
Absolutely. I want to thank you for coming on. All right, Lala.
Thank you, Storm. Love your channel.
Thank you. Take care now.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. I got a question for y'all. Let me know if you can hear this. Tell me if y'all can hear that. Can y'all hear that? Yes. All right, I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Let me make sure it's on repeat.
Make sure the cookies stick before I ate you. Real nigga, I'ma eat you. I don't care what it really smell like. I'ma lick you up and down just to get you right. Everybody want this cookie. Watch boy, you rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie. Watch boy, you rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie. Watch boy, you rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie. Watch boy, you rotten cookie. Yeah. You already know. I only wanted to get spoiled. Want some seasoning on that motherfucking pussy. I wanna taste the peppers. With a little bit of lime on it, I want something a little spoiled. Everybody wants this cookie. Watch boy, you rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie. Watch boy, you rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie. Watch boy, you rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie. Watch boy, you rotten cookie. It's a smile.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that down. It was supposed to replay. That's okay though. It didn't replay, but we are back. We are back. K Michelle, we trying again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Listen, I was gonna cut up and the Lord knew it, so he cut my Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
So listen, what I was saying before the Wi-Fi cut me off is very simply, we're gonna support Tasha either way. So there's no need to get up and do no type of intentional lying. We got you. We supporting you. We tuning in. You're entertaining. And for the most part, I feel like what you're saying, I want to know that what you're saying is true. To the best of your ability, that is true.
Mm.
Secondly, one of the callers talked about damage. And when we think about the word damage, are we thinking about when Cardi B got up there and said that she wished somebody mama caught AIDS and died? The countless and hundreds of thousands of people who done died from AIDS in United States and across the world. That all these people done died and you wishing that on somebody because you mad. And I think it was somebody she didn't even know. On top of that, we also talked about her calling people monkeys and roaches. It's plenty of damage that's been done on her side as well. So we can't just talk about, oh, she's just such a celebrity and she just can't take it. Listen, this is what you signed up for, sweetie. And at the end of the day, as I can recall on Love and Hip Hop, DJ Self didn't even want to put her on because she really garbage. She got a Grammy, but she really can't. But we ain't gonna do it. But but at the end of the day, I said this when I called you before. When Tasha said she was the right hand of God, she asked for a problem. We serve a jealous God. And she said something like, it's God, Jesus, and then me. Come on, sis. You can entertain us, but
Yeah.
don't think too highly of yourself. Because the same God that gave it to you, he gonna show you who he is. And you're gonna have to be reminded of that no matter where you get in this game, stay humble. And I just feel like at that point she was kind of feeling herself. And I do feel like she did get a bit carried away with this Cardi B stuff. It was like it became where she was like angry reporting. It was just like video after video. I was like, dang, we talking about Cardi B again today. All right, I'm gonna tune in for the view, but I mean, what else? But what celebrities have to understand, Storm, is that if you don't give us no story, we ain't gonna report it. Has, every part of it might not have been true or whatever she was reporting, but it was facts in the stories. So if you don't give us something to report, it's not going to be reported. There are celebrities out there who've been in the game 40, 50 years and ain't nobody does them no dirt because ain't no dirt. Because
Yeah.
they know they
Yeah. They do they dirt in the dark, or they just live a regular
a
life.
regular life.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Or
Because you
they
have to,
or they be like me. You ain't got no friends in this industry. And I ain't even in the industry, but you come, do your job, let your
and get
friends
out the way.
let your friends be outside of this.
Period.
Like my best friend, chiropractor, other guy, he works in stocks, like outside. They don't even understand this ish. Them the kind of
Exactly. And lastly, Storm, I'm gonna say last time I had called, I had not looked at the video when you and Tasha was on the phone with Conscious. I'm gonna say this: you should have stuck with your first mind, which was to talk to Tasha in private. I'm
yeah.
not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that Conscious like kind of pressed you on it, but you said no, and he got quiet, and he was like, "Come on, come on." Oh, the people want to see it. No, the people didn't need to see that. That was whether y'all are friends or not. Y'all had a personal business relationship that may have went. Only y'all know what it really is, what it was, and that shouldn't have been hashed out online. Because what I saw from you is a young man who does not like confrontation. I saw that,
It's
but
not
but
about it's not about not liking confrontation. It's different when you care for someone, and
right,
it's
right,
also
right.
different, and it's also different when you're talking to a woman.
Okay, I can get that because at the end of the
So
day, it can be argued or said like why you didn't address it with her husband or something like that. So I get it. It just
it,
seemed like on
that,
the video, it just kind of seemed like on the
right,
video like you was being backed into a corner, so you had to
right,
jump out swinging.
and that's why I don't like to be back. Then it is what it is at that point. I don't like it. I'll tell you, we should probably do this later. Let's just do this another time. But I can't just what I'm trying to say it in my my politically correct voice, because my real voice in my politically correct voice, there's no way I can win that fight.
Right.
That's why I don't like that fight. That's a woman. That's a black woman. That's also my fan base. So no matter what, I'm not gonna win. Oh, what happened?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. StreamYard doing something weird, probably because we've been on here for 2 hours. But no matter what, I feel like y'all gonna take us side, even kind of like with the Jaguar situation. After that Jaguar situation, I got PTSD for coming at or even responding to any woman. You say whatever about me, all right, cool. I don't want no smoke, because it's too much and it is a bad look. And listen, I understand for years men have treated women a certain kind of way, and women are on code now. Black women are definitely on code now, and y'all ain't taking no disrespect. And I understand.
That's true. Period.
But that fight there, I'm like, fuck. Excuse me. I'm like, damn, I'm not gonna win this.
No matter what you do.
Somebody starts gaslighting you. It's like, really? You don't see nothing wrong with what you said, really?
I think the thing is though, like you said, your friend's not in this industry now. To be honest, I didn't look at you and Tasha as friends. I looked at y'all more so it's kind of like family. And I could be wrong, of course. Maybe I see that now. But I hope that whatever it was, I don't know Chelsea. I don't know none of them people. But I've been watching Tasha for a long time. I got turned on to you from Tasha. I got turned on to the Wiley show from Tasha. And I just hope that you guys can repair to a monochrome, at least some of what it was. You know, and I want to say that I'm definitely proud of you for continuing to go. I'm definitely proud of you for continuing to stay positive and to try to move past it. Because that's what it's about. At the end of the day, you are young, like you said, you new in the game, but you've grown quickly. And you're going to have some things you're going to have to go through. But this is just a lesson, like you said, and you know what to do and what not to do if this were to ever happen again. So keep going strong.
Because it won't.
I'm gonna continue to support you, Storm, and I just want to let you know I'm very proud of you. God bless you, and you have a nice night, baby.
Thank you. Take care now. All right, Diamond Fire. Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can. I don't know why StreamYard took y'all icons away. That's weird. But what's on your mind tonight?
Okay, so I don't think I'm probably like an outlier, but I really don't think that Cardi should have even filed the lawsuit, because her and Tasha, they was playing the same game in the same yard of social media, per se. Cardi's victim just doesn't have the platform or the money to get her together, you know what I mean? And to me, it's like calling the police when you got a warrant, you know? You know what I'm saying? So like, okay, so her karma to me is kind of sealed. Like, you set the precedent for somebody to get a consequence to their consequence to their actions. And so just like you did to Tasha, your consequences are coming as well. So let's put down all the things that Cardi did. Okay, so making fun of the girl with the dead kid, that keeps coming up, and I'm sure that keeps traumatizing that woman. And I'm sure that if some pro bono attorney came across her, one day, that she would take, she might take her up on it. You know what I'm saying? She pulled up on fans a couple years ago. She she pulled up. She claimed that she drugged men and robbed them. She claimed that she plotted on tricking men into sleeping with transsexuals. She physically attacked Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj can always go back and file a case on that. Tekashi 6ix9ine alleged that she was a blood gang member in court testimony. Why didn't she ever file a lawsuit on that if that was false? Like, what do you care about more? Being being implicated in a gang, which can lead to other crimes being against you, or you having STD. So why didn't you fight that? Okay, and that's on record. on federal record. And of course, she has this pending case with attacking the strippers, or whatever, and over a dude that never shows up to court with you. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, and you know what? You ain't lying. you ain't lying.
So you know, when you want to play that game, make sure you play it all the way through. It's gonna come back on you, boo boo. You already set the tone, so you better tread lightly from from here on out.
Well, Diamond Fire, I thank you for coming on. You have a good one. All right.
All right, you too, Tom. Take care.
Bye bye. Okay. All right, we got DJ on demand.
Man, I'm on here. Okay.
I know we didn't took a minute. We had a lot of people on the line tonight.
What's up, Storm?
Hey, how you doing?
I've been on your platform maybe a couple times before, but listen, I will probably get dragged tonight. But actually, is it morning? Okay, this is first thing in the morning, so this is gonna be my morning coffee.
Okay.
But no, I just have an opinion about the whole situation as these two women go at it in this fight, this cat fight, is what I see it as. Because I see it as these two women that have a significant amount of influence and power and status that felt like they had to insert their ego and their pride over one another in order to get what they want. And I'm not, I listen to Tasha K. She's very funny. She's she has a tremendous following. She's very entertaining.
Okay.
I actually got in contact with Tasha K by listening to your platform. Finding out that you were connected to her, I was like, oh, well, let me check out Tasha K because you came up in my algorithms. But I just want to say that let this be a learning lesson because, I know people like to quote the Bible, but it is true that pride comes before the fall. And, when you get to a certain status, all you really have to do is just really humble yourself because at a certain point, I think what was being requested was doable. It was for you to take down the videos. You didn't even have to recant what you said. Just take down the videos and move forward. I think Tasha could have done that if she would have just, took a back seat. But one thing I can say is just in my observation of her is that when she does recognize that she has made a mistake, and it resonates within her, she tries to correct it. And I can feel that. It takes some time, because we all are human. We all have stubborn behaviors. We all are working through our own self trauma, our childhood trauma, things that we've dealt with in our past. And I just feel that within reason, that it wouldn't have had to cost her 1.25 million, upwards to $5 million, to learn a lesson of just humbling yourself. And that's just my opinion. An apology is warranted when you do somebody wrong. And I look at the situation between you and her, and I'm not here to down anybody in that particular situation because I feel like there was just a fragment and there was a fracture. And I feel like even to a break, to be honest with you. But I think that we in our community, we need to do a better job of conflict resolution. I just think
Yeah.
we need to do a better job of learning the art of how to speak to one another and determining what is your ask of that person and that person being able to respond to the ask with what they are willing to come to the table with. It's got to be a negotiation. It shouldn't end up in the court of opinion or in the court of Fulton County, just in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's my
Yeah.
commentary on all this today. But I wanted to ask you, like,
Yeah.
what does a what does it look like for an individual to have such a large platform as Tasha K and yourself and others and have a team of people who you pay to keep checks and balances of your platform, like attorneys, staff members, production crew, producers, um, what does these people are here in your corner to help guide you and make sure that you're not going to kill the business and your brand. So like,
yeah, but Tasha gonna do what Tasha want to do though.
why does it have to get there? At what cost?
I mean, now you're talking about somebody's personality. It's the ego. It's a lot, but ultimately, she gonna do what she want to do and say what she want to say.
I'm just gonna waste all this money on attorneys and all this money going to court.
The
Wasting
ego
all
is
my time.
the ego is a strong thing. Your mind is very strong, and if you can convince yourself that it's worth it,
I guess so, huh? And that's why it had to come down, all the way down. And my last question, and I don't mean that her whole, because I wish her tremendous success. I want to see Black women and Black men win out there. I just want to see them win. But my other question is, now I have heard some things being, thrown around as it relates to having insurance for these kinds of things. Do you have any information about that, and what does that look like? I have never heard of having insurance for being taken to court for defamation cases or defamatory statements. But if there is such, have you heard of it, and what does that look like?
So they're referring to business. It's a few different words for it. Now, Tasha's business, personally, I don't know, but I'm just going to say in general, they're referring to business lawsuit insurance. I think it can also be called like general liability insurance. That is a thing. I don't know if she has it, but that is a thing because doctors have it because they get sued for malpractice all the time. And so, yeah, that coverage, I don't know exactly what it covers, depending on your industry, if this would be covered under it. It's a whole bunch of different factors because to get $1 million payout from an insurance company is not easy. So, no, but that definitely is a thing because even with doctors, they have malpractice insurance.
Gotcha. Well, Storm, I didn't mean to take all your time. I really didn't. And thanks for having me on your show. I just wanted to throw my opinion out there and just get your opinion about a couple of things.
Appreciate that. Have a good night, okay?
All right, buddy.
Bye-bye. Yeah, that's like basically general liability insurance. It would have to be under the company because they're a production company. So even when you're a production company and like you go on set, they have insurances because if you slip and fall and you got to sue or this happening, it's a lot. Listen, if it's covered, then she really ain't tripping. But all right, Coco Bunny, how you doing?
Nap, I'm up. Hey, Storm. Can you hear me? Do I need headphones?
It's going in and out. So I'm gonna let you.
Headphones. I'm putting on my headphones right now. Don't let me go. Don't let me.
Okay. Yeah,
All
I'm like, yeah, it's going in and out.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sure can.
Can you hear me better? It's just need headphones. Okay, I wanted to just a few things, but that one girl that you brought up, she pretty much said it all. I want to first off just say, Black people, everybody that likes a Black man or has a Black man or sings Black music or does a little Black dance, they are not Black, okay? You all need to stop doing this. That doesn't even mean that they like Black hair, because if they let a Dominican have some real kinky Black hair, and somebody might say something, or a Colombian or Cuban or whatever, and all of them have Black blood. You all are taking up for this woman as if this woman has not made racial slurs, has not made gay slurs, has not talked about us, and y'all like, really? Oh, she's Afro Latina.
No, you all need to really stop that. Just we allow everybody in, but everybody it doesn't really want to be in. They might want to sleep just like look at her like a white woman. A white woman will sleep with a black man, okay? She'll even have a little black baby. But do you think she wants a black woman around? For real, for real? Look at the Kardashians, okay? All right, but let me get off of that. But I just wanted to give y'all something to think about. But another thing, Tasha's lawyers, okay? I hear yes, Tasha did do a lot on the stand. Yes, she did do a lot to incriminate herself. But let's just talk about something that her attorneys did not do for her, because I'm not hearing anything about what they didn't do. The psychiatrist, there's no way that she should have been guilty on all accounts. They should have brought up their own psychiatrist, and they should have questioned her psychiatrist and her mental stability even more. During that time, she got up, she cried, she said something like she didn't even want to have sex with her husband. Why the fact that they did not bring up that that Offset was cheating on X, Y, and Z? Why didn't they bring that up? Her attorneys were trash. I don't even know if Cardi B might have been paying them under the table or what, but her attorneys was trash. No matter what Tasha got up there and did on the stand, by the time Tasha got up and did everything that she did on the stand that might have incriminated her, her attorneys wasn't doing shit. I'm sorry. Her attorneys didn't do anything. Okay? So they didn't ask enough questions. Let's talk about herpes. All right? If you are on medication, okay? If you are on medication, then guess what? You can take 1 million herpes tests, and guess what? It will not show up.
Yeah, because your viral load is low, right?
Hello, if you're not having an outbreak, guess what? You could have sex. You could have sex. Can I say sex?
Yeah,
you can have sex with someone without using a condom, and they will not. Right, you will not give it to them.
Because how do y'all think married couple? There are a lot of married couples out there where one may have HIV and the other one stays negative, or they have kids still, or one has this and they stay. That medication brings that viral load so low, you ain't even gonna pass it on.
Hello. So her attorneys didn't even go into detail about that and explaining what herpes is and what type of herpes that Tasha said the girl had. The girl said that looked like she had cold sores. I think that Tasha's attorneys should have went in better to describe. They were just, I'm not even an attorney, okay? I'm just an intelligent Black woman, and I even know the fact. I watch enough criminal shows to know that they should have brought in their own psychiatrist. I watch enough criminal shows to know they should have brought in their own doctors. Her attorneys did absolutely nothing for her. They did nothing for her. And yeah, no matter what Tasha said on the stand, there's no way that she should have been counted guilty on not all accounts, because we know for a fact that it did not hurt Cardi's mental stability, because Cardi was making videos too, y'all. Okay, it did not stop her from working. She was still working, able to work, so therefore she was still able to get a bag. Tasha's attorneys did not even go in. It kind of makes me think Cardi was paying her attorneys under the table or something. It kind of makes me think Cardi did all this really just to be petty. And like she said before, once we got beef forever. I really do believe that. I really do believe that, because we know she didn't need Tasha's money. She did all of this really just to be petty. Like she hasn't made racial slurs. Like she hasn't made gay slurs. Like she hasn't made AIDS slurs. Okay, calling Black children monkeys.
But see, here's the thing with Cardi though. Here's the thing, because when we start talking about maybe who paid who under the table, that's more along the lines of conspiracy, because anything is possible.
This is all in my opinion and allegedly, okay? This is
Yeah.
all in my opinion or allegedly, just in case somebody tries to come after you, Storm.
Oh no, don't come over here. Don't come over here. You know what I got over here? Oh, hold on. You wanna come over here? This is what I got for you. You want to award some? I got some Eucerin lotion. I think that's worth about $9.
You got that Wonder Bread.
I got that Wonder Bread news. I got some positivity spray I can give you.
Right.
This brush, y'all to be able to get a couple dollars off of that.
Right.
I got some Dove spray. That's another $5 there.
Right. And I just have one more thing to say, Storm.
Yes.
Everybody says Cardi's so great. She gave those victims in Brooklyn this and that. She's helping pay for the funerals. Okay, bad people do good things. Do y'all know that? Bad people do, and especially celebrities.
Oh, yeah.
Celebrities don't do good things just because they just such a good person. They do good things to try to turn narratives, change narratives on themselves. They do good things for good publicity. They do good things so that it can change the narrative out of all these gay slurs, racial slurs, AIDS slurs, everything that she's ever done, a gang member. Certified gang member, everything that she's ever done, what she's doing is she did that for image, not because that's who she is. Remember that, Black people.
But it's also a Freemasonic and I'm not saying she's a Freemason, but it's also a thing of no matter how bad you do in this world, you can always cancel it out with good, which is why you see a lot of celebrities give to all this philanthropy, but then you be like, wait a minute, but you got caught doing such and such. They are literally taught you can do whatever you want just as long as you give good back out. So it's
right.
It goes deep. But thank you, Coco Bunny. We ain't gonna go too far down the route. Have a good one. Bye-bye. There was a video Cardi did where she talked about selling her soul, and I have not been able to find it since. I'm gonna look for that. Dear Yvette.
Hey Storm, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Fine. Are you a Taurus?
Yes, allegedly. That's what the people. I don't believe in astrology, but that's what they say.
It's true. I'm a Taurus the bull as well. First off, I want to say in reference to the trial, because God knows everybody been through it for the last 3 years, just like we were on trial. But I want to say this: with every loss, there comes a gain. We live and we learn. There are relationships that we realize that are just not good for us. You know what I'm saying? But I want to say congratulations to you. I'm very proud of you. But I do know your soul. You might not believe in astrology. I watch you, and I know the heart you have because I have the same heart. I'm a cop by day, but I love people by night. So I battle every day. But I want you to understand this. Sometimes friends are placed in your life for a reason, Storm. Family members you can't even trust. You know, friends, just like family, y'all gonna have issues. But I see love, okay? And you might not agree with me, and that's fine. You know, you have your own opinion. I rocks with CTV. I actually interviewed him. So we get each other. But what I see in your eyes, I'm so proud of you. And I do know that you and Tasha at some point, okay, we'll come back together and continue to build. Because I'm going to tell you this, we have to stick together, all right? And when I see her, I see you. When I see you, I see her. I know it's in your eyes and I know your heart because that's me, all right? Forgiveness is not weakness. It just shows what an amazing man that you are. And in time, things will heal. Don't let nobody gaslight nothing. They love you for who you are. Because everybody got haters out here. I go to work every day and I deal with racial injustice. You know what I'm saying? But if I let that lead me, I wouldn't have been blessed with a 19 career. I want you to understand that you got people that love you. Tasha has people that loves her as well. I like Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, but that's what happens. We must learn, and the whole internet is going to have to do this eventually. You can't just get up there and call Yvette Obama now, because I'm coming for you. You understand what I'm saying? We had a little issue. I don't know if you remember. I forgave you. I want to say I apologize because I did a little donation with Shot Creation Lady and it got sort of screwed up. I had cash out you $100 and I was mad. I was mad. I think you were upset, but I forgive you. Hope you forgive me. And this is 2022. Let's get this money. Let's love each other. Let's stick together. And thank you so much for allowing me on your platform, Storm.
Absolutely. You have a good night, okay?
You too.
Bye-bye. When she said that, I remembered her. Coach Love and Light. Can you hear us?
Yes. Hello, Storm. How are you?
Hey, I'm good.
Okay, well, first off, I want to say I am definitely humbled in this moment to be connected with you. I follow you. I watch you. You inspire me. And I'm just proud of your growth, for one. And what I want to say about this whole entire situation, well, let me introduce myself. I am Coach Love and Light. I also have my own YouTube channel. But what I want to pinpoint is this is all a teaching moment for everybody who's involved, everybody who was watching. I understand what it is that you've dealt with lately. I've been, following the whole, rundown. And all I have to say is, God works in mysterious ways.
Yes.
Your pain, Tasha's pain, everyone involved's pain. We are all, put in this realm together for a reason. This is a teaching moment for everybody. Everybody watching, listening, involves all of that, because at the end of the day, this is pushing you to the next level. So I want to call Tasha K, I want to call her Pressure. Okay. So that's what we're going to name her right now, because of the fact that she is basically being made, an example of in this moment. She she pushed to the limit, and now we're all seeing the results of what happened. So now we're going to understand about boundaries and how you treat other people. And, like, that's what's so important, because we don't set boundaries. We allow a lot of different things that we shouldn't. I like to, teach people and talk to people about setting boundaries, because, everybody ain't for you, and sometimes we all have to learn at, the bad time, hard time. But always remember that everything happens for a reason. So don't be sour about your experience. Embrace it, because it is pushing you to the next level. Just like anything that I've incurred that, possibly hit me and, in a negative light. But we all need to learn how to transmute that negativity and turn into something positive, because once you gain knowledge and that wisdom, that turns into power that you can use. You can turn all of that negativity around and make it into something beautiful, and just make it explode, into something positive. So that's what I wanted to come on here and say. Just like, I get everything that has been happening. I hear it, I see it. And I just want to encourage everybody to understand that we all cross paths with each other for a reason.
Yes.
Sometimes for a season, sometimes for a lifetime.
Amen. And I believe when the season is over, you got to keep it moving.
That is correct. But this is part of all of our spiritual ascensions. This is for you to climb higher. Mm-hmm. You're never going to stay stagnant. When you are removed out of people's lives, when you decide to remove yourself, when you elevate yourself, it's not a bad thing. That just means that you have grown past the point of having to deal with that person. That was just for a season.
Amen.
So
Amen.
It's nothing to, take personally. Take it with a grain of salt, or like they say, have faith of a mustard seed, because just know that it's divinely guided. You know, it's all in divine timing. Everything happens for a reason, you know,
It
and
does.
always know that God is involved in everything. So everybody involved, like I said, you know, the people that you've crossed paths with, you didn't run into pressure for nothing. Pressure is who helped you to get to the level where you are now, and
Mhm.
she's able to push you with the good and the bad, Storm, the good and the bad, and all parties involved. This is just part of your elevation. This is part of your ascension. So um,
Amen.
I just wanted to say, you know, I like to tell everyone that I come across, always approach every situation with love and light in your heart. No matter how people treat you, just know that it is a part of your spiritual growth. It's a part of your spiritual lessons. And I know that you're on your spiritual path. I've been following you. I have. I've been watching you.
Right,
And
right.
yeah.
I'm gonna say I appreciate the kind words tonight. And Coach, love and light. You have a good night. Okay.
All right, you do the same, sweetie. Love and light.
All right. Tycian 03. Oh, you're muted though. You're muted.
Oh yeah.
There
Can
you
you
go.
hear me now?
I can hear you.
Oh my bad. I'm up here looking up lab tests. I'm just looking up everything. I just want to say you have some. I never do this. I'm more of a commentator. See, I comment. I don't really get on picture, but I just wanted to say that you have some excellent storm chasers with
Thank
great
you.
commentary. And I can tell people are coming from all different walks of life. And I know this is specifically about the our opinions on how the case transpired. It is so weird to hear. My biggest thing is accountability and integrity in everything that you do. And I can't just stand up for someone just because they're black and trying to stay on code. I mean, if I wasn't willingly, when I heard some of the court footage from, I think, Dennis Byron and Choke No Joke and some of the people that were presenting facts of the case, I guess secondhand or whatever, just about her admitting to saying that she was presenting information even knowing that it was false, it just kind of rubbed my spirit the wrong way. And accountability is a big thing in our.
Yeah.
I know this is all entertainment for us. We get our little kikis, ha-has, and everything else. Maybe escape from real life, but there really is real life consequences for everything you do
Yes.
and you don't do.
Absolutely.
And we have to really think about that. And a lot of people who have called in have spoken today. They have talked. Cardi is the one that's not on trial here. Her court dates are coming up, but the facts are the facts are the facts. Mrs. Tasha K was on trial, and if she admitted to lying and she built her platform on this, I mean, how would you feel if somebody got up there and said some stuff about you that wasn't true? And you had the time, effort, energy, and resources to actually do something about it. Just because other people, just because Queen Bee, Beyonce ain't suing, she got Mama Tina to get booked. She got her little sister that's going.
People keep forgetting though, even with Beyonce and Jay-Z. Fabulous, back in the day, Fabulous put Beyonce name in a song. He said something crazy. He got confronted and was told, watch your mouth.
See?
Karuchi, y'all know I call her Kawasaki. Karuchi made that joke on BET about Blue Ivy and did not work for a while.
There are consequences.
There are consequences.
And everyone wants to say freedom of speech. You are not free from the consequences of your speech. And the thing, and one of the callers said something that was so good. I was up here taking notes about your freedom stops where someone else's begins. I think that was Tiffany B earlier in the chat. I don't know. Part of me feels so very bad. And the one thing I can say, I mean, I can't diagnose, but actually, if you look, that's a real jacket. I'm a doctor in real life.
Okay.
I can diagnose some things, and some stuff that I've seen with Tasha K. I do get a hint of, I'm not her personal doctor, but she's got some strong narcissistic traits. So accountability is probably not her strong suit. and the man is so powerful, and the man is so strong, and some of that stuff can stem from an insecurity that if you say something to her, and if you point out any type of flaws, they're going to go in attack mode. They will attack you. They will read you for filth, they will destroy you. Like, you piss them off, they will destroy you. Yeah. So it's that kind of element going on, and it just sucks that it got this far to where there's 1 million plus on the line, and one other caller had said that this was the subtotal, and I'm like, you're right, because there is other things for damages. So I just hope that she is able to learn and to grow from this, and then it puts other people, other YouTubers who just put them. Just make sure wherever they're coming from, you're not coming from a mean-spirited place.
Yes.
I used to watch her, and then like in the background while I'm doing chores, doing something, and I'm just like, I'm an energy-sensitive person. I'm like, damn, that hurt my feelings. Let me cut this off. But when I listen to you and you do your reads, I know it's not coming from a bad place.
It's really just jokes.
Just you can really feel it, and that's why I think so many people resonate with you and support your platform and things like that. You can feel it. Was this malicious? Are you really trying to? Because a good comedy, a good joke, even the people would laugh sometimes at it. Like, if it's true, it's true. But it's funny.
I be laughing at stuff they say about me. I be like, you got me. Yeah.
So and I just. In all things, we have to be accountable. The energy you put out is going to come back. And then I think I wrote something earlier in the chat, and you posted it just about this is more than natural stuff, the spiritual components of what's going on. You don't know who ancestors you was pissing off just because this person don't say nothing. They ancestors ready for ride for them.
It's too much. I even knew when Tasha and Cardi, and I think I said it in my interview with Tasha. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they would go back and forth, and I could pinpoint when Tasha would be about to respond, and she'd be like, never mind. I'm like, I know what that would like. Listen, that right there, I wouldn't go up against. I'm good.
You got all of the Dominican Republic, all the Brujas. You got everybody from the BX. They love Cardi. Everybody, you don't know what they cooking up. Santeria, you don't know what they cooking up on her ass.
You got that. Then you got Trinidad behind it. You don't know who Cardi know in New York. She in the industry, so they all look. The voodoo ceremony I went to.
Oh yes.
As a spectator, I literally met people, and you can feel the energy.
Yeah, you can feel it.
Because I think I forgot what video I told y'all. I said because apparently the spirits like to see you party and have a good time. So we was drinking. I put my cup down. That cup said,
moved. You said it moved right in front of you. You be like, my natural man cannot process this, but I know the spirits is real. And these people are really working.
But the people I was meeting, people that work with people like Kodak Black, people that work with people in the mafia, government officials. Leave these folks alone.
That's why you don't mess with no damn body. You don't know what they do when the lights go out. You don't know who folks' ancestors is. That's just their own little divine team that they work with. And you don't know who they got in the background doing whatever. Just treat everybody good. Treat everybody good and pray. Treat everybody good and pray.
That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Thank you. You have a good night, okay?
You too. Thank you.
All right, now. Let's see how many people we got left on here. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, my people. Is 7 of y'all left? Well, 8. They stuff ain't connected. We'll see. We already at 2 minutes and 53 seconds. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Nobody else join. It's gonna end with DD. So I'm gonna run through, say your comment. We're gonna push on. We're gonna end a little bit after. We needed almost 3 hours. I gave y'all a little work shift. What's going on, Netta? All right, gotta move on. If you're not ready, I'm sorry, gotta move on. Jay, you ready? You ready? All right, gotta move on. So sorry. If you're not ready, we gotta go. JB, you ready?
Can you hear me?
Hey, I can hear you. What's your comment tonight?
Yes, yes. So I don't do this too much. I just kind of sit in the background and just watch. But I just got a few things to say. Number one, integrity. Number two, accountability. And number three, wrong is wrong. Number one, Tasha K. You know, she's very good. She gives you a kiki and a laugh, and she's very entertaining. First of all, thank you for allowing me to get on here. You know, Storm. You know, thank you, appreciate you. But people keep putting this race thing in there. Wrong is wrong. If you wrong and you lied on somebody, you lied. We can't take up for that. If I got a son and he lied. That's my baby, but you lied.
But you lied,
so
yeah.
you lied. So we got to just take accountability. You can like people all day long. People like their mamas, people like their cousins. But if you lie, you tell them you lie and you keep it moving. You tell them you got to, it's accountability. And also, Cardi B came to play the game. Y'all can't be mad at Cardi B because she came correct. She had her psychiatrist together. She had her lawyer together. Tasha K had 3 to 4 years to do this thing. You know what I'm saying? She had 3 to 4 years to plan this thing out. She should have did all of what she could have did. You know what I'm saying? But Cardi B came to play the game. So you can't be mad at somebody that's ready to play the game and win. So that's pretty much all I got to say. Thank you, man.
Thank you, JB. Have a good night. JB got
You
on and
too.
gave it and gave it and went on. Rima, you ready?
Hi, Storm. Yes, I'm ready. I want to say thank you for having me on tonight. I love watching you. I've been watching you for a minute now. But I'm gonna keep it short and cute like JB did. I just really want to say, in my opinion, I feel like and I do want to know what your opinion is on this. I feel like Cardi's case sets a precedence that I don't know if it's good or not for other bloggers. Because just in my opinion, I feel like other celebrities see now that, okay, if you don't like what a blogger is saying about you, you ask them to take something down, they don't do it, and they keep going in on you, you can sue them in a court of law and possibly win. And to me, I just feel like what y'all do is, you are great at what you do. Tasha K is great at what she does. Y'all here to entertain us, make us laugh. That Wonder Bread thing is pure gold. It still be having me dead. And y'all here to entertain us at the end of the day. And I'm not saying this right. Please don't misunderstand me. I know accusing somebody of having an STD is wrong, but I just don't know if it sets the right precedence because y'all are just trying to entertain us, just like Cardi's just trying to entertain us with all her shenanigans that she does. So, I mean, in my opinion, I just wish it didn't get this far because I feel like y'all should have a right to say what y'all want to say on y'all blog and keep the people entertained. How do you feel about that?
It's a fine line. You know what? We should be able to say what we want to say. Because if you think about it, I'm not forcing you to look at my channel.
Right.
I'm not forcing you to come over here. But the issue you have is when what I say, when it starts to affect your life.
And that is facts. That's facts. You're right. I wish it didn't come this far, but it is what it is. And I really respect you for having us come on here and for showing your and letting us talk freely. And you not showing no bias for or against Tasha K. You're dope, Storm. I love your channel. I will continue to support. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you. You take care now.
You too.
All right. All right, Maurice. Going once, going twice. All right. All right, Dee, you the last one tonight.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Oh, so I'll be quick. First thing is, I know I don't have to tell you this just from watching you, but you don't owe Tasha K anything. She did what y'all connected. She may have helped elevate your platform. It was what it was. It was a mutual exchange in the relationship. She benefited from it just as well. And you were smart enough to go to somebody who's been in the industry to help you, give you. That's what you're supposed to do. Now, if it all goes left down the road, that is, you can always be grateful for what happened before, but you're not bound to that forever. So for, a lot of people that's coming on here, they're like, well, y'all need to, and I don't know, Black people just got that bad. We have a hard time knowing when to just cut our losses. Like sometimes, sometimes you just gotta cut it. It is what it is. I'm cool for what it was, but now we move on, and it's not that deep.
And it don't make that person a bad person. It don't make you a bad person.
Exactly.
But you have to realize when that's not a good situation
Exactly.
for you anymore. And to be honest, yeah, she helped. Yeah, hell yeah, she helped me. She gave me a cosign, is what she gave me, which have literally gave people careers. So that I am not shitting on that at all. However, to be honest, the spirit had already told me y'all are not gonna work sitting right next to one another. That's not gonna work.
Well, the thing about Tasha K is what has made her her brand and who she is also going to be her downfall. She can't keep it in check. She's messy. She like to talk. She like to be in the mix. Those are her personality traits. That is what has helped elevate her. But she's got to know how to keep it at bay on a personal level, or it's going to she's going to have turmoil in her personal life. Tasha K is a brand. You know, that's the entertainment. But then your personal relationships out of that, you got to know how to manage that. And that just goes with anything. When you let too much of business collide with personal, it's an issue. You just got to learn balance.
It's always going to be an issue, especially when you're dealing with grown folks. And one thing about it, you can't how can I put this? I'm trying to be politically correct. Grown people gonna be grown people.
Exactly.
If you try to control grown people, that shit not gonna work.
No, you can't control nobody but yourself. You can only control the outcome of what you do. You can't control the outcome of nobody else. So let grown people be grown, and you make the decisions from that point on.
Absolutely.
Like it's not that deep. So I just wanted to say that you are who you are because of who you are, and whether it would have been Tasha K or somebody else, this is part of your journey. You was going to get where you were at regardless. So thank you, Tasha K. We love you for what you're doing, nothing. And we could cut you off when we feel like it. And if we come back around later, we can rejoin if that's what it is. You know, I've cut people off and I thought I was done forever. And then we came back around like 15 years later. So it can happen.
Yeah, anything is possible. But we'll be real going forward. And we wish
but we ain't gonna just hold on. It's okay. And then, so, and another thing with Tasha K, with this whole case, one thing about it, for one, Tasha K is a smart businesswoman. I'm sure her brand, Tasha K, is a brand. I'm sure I'm sure she's going to be okay. And then another thing, it's actually probably going to help her career, is what Cardi B don't realize. Negative publicity is publicity. Everybody knows that. So she's taking an L financially, but it's still going to help her. And it all goes into what she is. And then another thing, as far as like being sued and bloggers, this is nothing more than Inquire. All these other publications have been sued in the past. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. But for bloggers, if you want to be a serious blogger, you do need to look at your brand, look at it as a business, and look to try to put those certain parameters in place. So when people do try to come for you, you're protected. So even if you do lose a case, your insurance, most of it.
Gotcha.
So
thank you, Dee.
Yeah, thank you. Enjoy your night.
You too. Bye-bye. Sorry to everybody else that's on. That was the last call. Look, I gave you guys 3 hours, but I'm going to close by I'm still going to give y'all like 5 minutes just to make comments here. I'll read them. Questions, comments, concerns, put them right here in the chat. Actually, I'll look on my phone. Great show tonight. We ain't going to be doing 3-hour lives all the time, but I definitely wanted to give you guys an opportunity to sound off about this, especially since I didn't cover most of the case, and I still really didn't want to, but you know, it was trending. All right, so what is on y'all mind? What is on your mind? Storm, you were one. No, I'm not reading that comment. Great show. Thank you, Sammy. Big love to you, Storm Smart Man, for moving forward. Yes, Wild 39. Thank you. Now Wendy Williams versus Cardi B next. Nah, that ain't gonna happen, I don't think. Let's see. I like Tasha and Storm. Going to keep watching both. Hi, Tamara, as you should. As you should. We both appreciate the support. Let's see. Let's see. Doom said we are in your corner. Thank you. The Hugh Hefner documentary on A&E. Yes, I got to actually check that out probably tomorrow. And we definitely are gonna, because they ain't gonna tell you everything in the documentary. They are not. But yes. I will be watching that. Let's see. You know the biggest, I'll end with this before I go back to reading comments. One thing I really did realize in this whole situation is I need more male friends. I need more male friends. I am not interested in being friends with women like that. I'm not apologetic about it. If you ain't Brittany, Janaea, Janet, if you ain't really one of them, you already ain't. If we not romantically involved, if I am not attracted to you, I have no reason to be your friend. That's the biggest lesson I done learned. This shit just don't work. And men and women, we just speak different languages, and I'm not one of the girls, I give y'all what I give y'all for entertainment, but I don't care about that shit. So yeah, that's my biggest lesson learned. All right. Let's see. What's the need to say allegedly? Ain't no need. Apparently, it don't mean none. It's okay to have women friends. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. No, thank you. She just got sued. Yeah, I doubt Whitney Williams. You never know, though. You never know. Let's see. Why is your shirt so open? What's wrong with my shirt being open? What's the problem? Graduated Thought said, y'all acting like Tasha can't file an appeal. She absolutely can. I don't know if she want to waste the time to, but she absolutely can. Men are messy too. That's true, but it's different still. It is different. Let's see. What else? Wendy didn't renew. I think no, Wendy's not coming back. That's done. So somebody has to take that slot. I don't know who it's gonna be. Michael Myers, yes, I'm working on that. I think that's about it. Storm, can you tell us your opinion on the situation? You mean the lawsuit? I thought I gave y'all that at the beginning. Go back to the beginning. I gave y'all that. What does the tattoo on your chest say? Hebrews 11:6. I want you to go look it up and read the whole thing. Let's see. The men be messy too. I'm talking about outside of that. Okay. That's it. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you're on my text list, 678-679-6077, so you can get updates, announcements, and notifications when I drop a video and or when I go live. Follow me on Instagram, stormmonroetv, aka the Tatted Nerd. What does that mean? You will learn soon. It's time. It'll take some time, but you'll learn soon. What else? Those are the main things. You can follow me on Patreon as well. Patreon.com/stormmonroe. I got ebooks for sale if you want help with your YouTube channel or growing your social media page. You can also join my YouTube mentorship program. We have class every Sunday. If you want a consultation, do any other business, hit me up, stormmonroebusiness@gmail.com. And yeah, that's it. We out of here. Good night. I gave y'all 3 hours. I'm giving me something to eat.